All right, we are live. You got me and Schooley, but where is our third person here? We got a third person at the table. Come on.
Survey says.
No. It should be picking you up. But anyway, let's fix that. While we're live now, for everyone that's watching, welcome. We're here at Tampa Joe's. I'll give you the wide shot so you can see we've got Tate from Six of Fire. You
What's
can actually
going on? What's
see
going
him
on?
now. Hopefully the camera will pick you up now.
Yeah, finally.
He's here. We've got a couple other folks from Six of Fire here. You can't really see behind us. The bar is full.
This place is packed.
And everyone is
awesome.
here ready to watch the Lightning game. So we've got a big game tonight. We've got Kim Ricci in the house trying to get her. She just wants her raffle tickets.
She wants her 1 minute claim to fame.
And
2.5 minutes
to puck drop.
2.5 minutes till puck drop. 8 straight wins at home, Dallas Stars, but they've got the Lightning coming into town. You said it was 11-7 tonight?
We're going 11-7. It's the same lineup that we've seen for a long time now. Other than the mix up in the first and second line, but for the majority, it's no Chafee, no Atkinson tonight. So it's the normal 11-7 that we've seen over the past couple of games. So
And Dallas is going with their backup goaltender D. Smith, but he's run 6 in a row, so dating back to January. So he's doing just as good as Otter is right now.
Question for you guys about that. Is Casey DeSmith and Jake Ottinger the new Swayman-Ullmark pairing this season?
Yeah, 1A,
Seems
1B.
like it.
1A,
Yeah.
1B. And even that, and this is, I mean, we can go through the entire league. We can talk about Washington with Lindgren and Thompson. We could talk about Dallas. Like, there's a lot of teams that you're starting to see a lot of 1As, 1Bs around the
We
league.
talked about that last night on the show. A lot of people think that's the way to go. But then you run in like the Bruins did at the end of last season where they twist your arm and you have to pick between the two. And right now it's looking like they picked the wrong one.
Yeah.
Well, and yeah, it gets kind of dicey in the playoffs too. When it's like, all right, you played bad for maybe just one game, or maybe it's the first 2 games. Now we're going to go back to the backup goalie, and then I don't know. I feel like it kind of messes up the whole.
It's weird.
Of the team.
It's weird because like how Boston did it last year, it was all right. Ullmark Swayman, and then it's like Ullmark. I think it was Ullmark 5 in a row or 6 in a row, and then like, oh, Ullmark's playing like trash, so let's go colder than cold Swayman. It's like at this point you made your bed. You gotta lie in it. Yep. You can't just throw. That would be like us throwing in Jonas Johansson 6 games in game 6 to a good team.
2016, when Bishop and everybody was yelling for Vassy back then.
Yeah.
You know, and groups like Vassy wasn't ready to just get in there and do it. We were ride or dying with Bishop, and we died with Bishop. But interesting fact that thanks to Stephanie, Anthony Cirelli scored his first NHL goal against the Dallas Stars.
Got it. How many years ago was that?
In net.
That's actually even funnier.
Bishop in net.
That just shows you how long it's been that it's been since Ben Bishop has played with the Lightning.
Cirelli got called up because of an injury, came down the side and scored on Ben Bishop.
Wow.
We also got Nick Paul. It's his birthday today, and thanks to Tay at the Hockey Collective, we're going to give away a puck. It's right there in the corner of the screen right now. All you have to do is hashtag Big Nick in your comment, and you'll be in for that, and we will give away that puck. Probably second intermission. And then Tate, you also said this is Lilleberg's 100th career game.
Yeah, this is the big 100 for him. So, and I've got a lot. Probably the first commercial break. I've got a soapbox that I want to do about our bottom 4, 5, and 6, or 5, 6, and 7 defensemen later, because there's a lot of controversy with the bottom that I'd love to hear your guys' opinions about it, but we'll get to that later in the night.
And by the way, the game has begun. We are right at 19:19 on the clock. There's a stop and play, so if you want to try to sync up with us, you have to sync up with us. We can't sync the TVs here. Or if you're in Tampa, you can come join us right off the Veterans. If you know where the AMC Veterans movie theater is, Tampa Joe's is in the parking lot, full bar, full food menu. Me and Thomas just destroyed a burger, a pizza, some chips and salsa, and we're going to be doing some giveaways for the folks that are just here. But if you can't make it, don't worry, you'll get yourself eligible for that Nick Paul puck. Just do that hashtag Big Nick in the comments.
First shot, fairly easy for Vasi there. Little break for Hakes. Shot.
And just to let everybody know, they are pet friendly too. So if you have a dog, they do have an outside patio where you can bring your dog. Where some fans came tonight and sitting out there with their dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fighting the cold.
Yeah, Crystal's out there with her dog. There's a whole table outside. It is a little chilly out there, though.
Yeah.
So we're already seeing it. We're already seeing it with that first shot there. We started a 1A, 1B line with Hagel, Sorelli, Kucherov, and Gensel Point, Yanni Gord. What have you guys thought about that so far? Kind of moving to that. It's almost like a 1A, 1B situation going on now.
I don't fall in love with any lines because I just feel like they're never going to last. I want Hagel and Sorelli to stick together.
I think if John Cooper ever changes that line, I think there's going to be mutiny not only just in the team but in the fan base.
I am surprised that Gord is up there in the top 6, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think that's more of a familiarity with the system.
Absolutely.
More than anything.
So Bjorkstrand's really playing on the third line right now.
Yeah, he's definitely he's third. Yeah, it's I got the lines up right here. So we'll start back from the top. It's Hagel, Sorelli, Kucherov, Gensel, Point, Gord, Bjorkstrand, Paul, Gonsalves, and Gergensen and Glendening as 10 and 11.
Oh, I forgot they have Dumba.
Oh, Matt Dumba. I forgot about that too. Also, no Miro Heiskanen again tonight for Dallas, and they're even thinking about...
Or Tyler Seguin.
Or Tyler Seguin.
Oh, really?
He did practice today, but they said he's still at least a week away from returning.
He's probably not going to be back until the playoffs. Yeah, they're saying there's even a comment that was made today that.
So you're saying my microphone ain't picking up well.
What you turned up?
Sonia wants to hear my voice more.
Sing a little bit, maybe.
She said more of me, less of you, Shooter. Is what she said.
No chance.
There we go. Little counter here. Nick Paul, birthday goal.
Oh.
Hella save. It hit the crossbar, I think. I think it rolled off the crossbar.
All right, let us know. Thomas, talk a little bit. Speak.
Hello.
He's sitting over there just
No,
whipping everything.
I was gonna start singing, but then I can't do that with Sonia there.
It's showing that he's got a voice. It's also really loud here.
Yeah.
So best bet is just come down here and watch the game with us. And remember,
Sherry.
don't get mad at us. This is not our regular podcast. We're really just watching the game. So
It's just a bunch of friends hanging out, drinking some beers, and having fun.
They say it's a little bit better now.
we got you all turned up. I'll take a closer look at intermission. We might
Maybe
need to
I'll
swap
have
the cable
to
or something.
Maybe even
put it closer.
Swap where Schooley and I are sitting. Maybe my voice will project a little bit better
go.
through.
Yeah, maybe
Lightning.
just speak up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go, Lightning.
All right, yeah, we're at 16:07 now. If you want to sync up with us,
We're not streaming though, so it should be pretty much on point with
Yeah, we're
everyone.
watching on the cable networks, so we should be on time with everyone, or ahead actually.
There you go. That was a great block by Rats.
A lot better, buddy. Yeah, we just had to turn you up.
And I had to put it closer to my mouth.
Just
Shut up.
just swallow that thing.
Just shut up.
Yeah, hopefully it's not, the background noise isn't too loud, but these mics do a pretty good job of cutting out the background.
So last year, Serena, myself, Kathy Rhodes, Take Me Home.
Ooh,
we were
yeah.
at the game in Dallas last year.
That took down McDonough.
Oh,
That was going to be the next thing I was going to say is probably one of the biggest trades of the deadline was the Rantanen trade with Dallas. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping my eye on him.
Because this is the first time that I've watched a Dallas game since
Me too.
he's come on the team. Shot. It's
Oh,
got
there you go. Hagel, baby.
Tic tac.
Brendan Hagel.
That's a goal.
Adding more and more to his career stats.
Beautiful. Tic-tac-toe. Let's see this again. That's how you enter the zone right there.
Sorelli,
Across,
Hagel,
wide open.
goal.
1-0 Bolts.
Hagel. It went Hagel to Cooch, back to Sorelli, Hagel,
By
wide
the
open.
way, on the Lightning Strikes Twitter, that is who I picked to get the first goal of this.
Oh, you might win. I'm curious who out there chose Hagel on our pregame poll.
I know there was at least one I saw on there.
Pull this up.
32nd goal for Brandon Hagel this year. That is now a career. It's still a career high for him.
Oh yeah.
Talk
He had,
about
30 last year.
Talk about
There we go.
a JBB,
30 goal mark without a power play goal. Look at that.
That is insane.
That is an absolutely great stat.
That's an impressive.
It's always weird how they pull up these stats, like, you know,
Wait, well, I didn't see it. It was without
it was
without a
30
power
goals,
play goal.
no power.
no power
Yes.
play goals.
That's unreal.
And he has multiple power play assists this year
Yeah.
because he's been running on the first and second line at times.
He's still mad about something. He scores the goal and is still upset about something.
So he's already hit his goal high and he's 1 point off of his point career high, which is 75 points. They just showed that on TV as well.
Well, we have what, 6 20 goal scorers.
This offside, yeah, that was close.
Do we have anyone else that's close to 20 goals?
Stand by.
Because 6, I'm pretty sure leads the league, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we lead the league
They are
right
the
now,
only
or the
team.
league right now with 6.
I think the next closest is 4.
Jacob says he called the Hagel to score first goal.
Victor Hedman and Mitchell Chafee are the next two at 12.
They got a ways to go.
We got a ways to go. Not impossible.
Still, that's some good balance. If they can just get some of these guys on the third and fourth line to pitch in with some timely goals down the stretch here and in the playoffs, they're going to be dangerous.
Nice shot. I hate to start the conversation now, but we're getting to that point in the season. Quick rundown of the league real quick of the Atlantic side. The Colorado Avalanche are demolishing the Ottawa Senators 5-0.
Already?
Well, we're the 8 o'clock game, so they're already in the second period. Toronto Maple Leafs and the New York Rangers are, Toronto Maple Leafs have just scored against the New York Rangers to make it 3-2 Toronto Maple Leafs, 15:44 left in the second. And the Florida Panthers and the Columbus Blue Jackets are tied 0-0 with 12 minutes left in the second.
So I had this debate on Twitter or X today. So Columbus loses, it reduces our magic number.
Right.
Obviously, if Florida loses, then we jump above them as potential division winners.
I think I know where this is going.
Who,
and I don't
who
like
would you
this
want to
question.
lose? I said I'd rather Columbus lose because Coop says just get in.
So here's my answer to that. I don't care who loses. It's in regulation.
Right.
I want someone to get 2 points. I want someone to get 0 points.
Because right now it's Columbus and Montreal. Every time they lose, our magic number goes down, no matter what we do.
Another break here. There you go, Bjork. I'm okay with that. Shit, never mind. Not okay with that one.
So I'm interested in the chat. Would you guys rather see Florida lose or Columbus?
If I had to answer gun to my head, I'd rather Florida lose.
Do you want to get closer to a guaranteed clinch spot, or do you want the first place? What do you want, Shooter? What do you say?
First place.
I'm in the same boat. I do not want to play Florida. I do not want to play Toronto.
Yeah.
I would much rather play with one of the wild card teams that are hot. Tavares has got 2 goals. He got their third goal unassisted. And Bobby
All he needed to
McMahon-
do was lose the C from his jersey, and he's made a breakout season. Toronto likes Tavares now this year.
And Austin Matthews, I mean, still Austin Matthews, but he's not on any 60-goal stretch this year.
And lost the game for Team USA.
Yeah. Wow, this actually, I just looked this up. So your goal leaders right now for the Toronto Maple Leafs, I won't show it, I'm gonna be on purpose. Who is the goal leader and how many goals for the Toronto Maple Leafs?
Is it Marner this year?
It is not. Marner is number 5 at 21.
What was the question?
I'm shocked.
Toronto's
Toronto's
goal
number
scorers.
1 goal scorer right now.
I think I know who it is.
I will give you a hint. This goal scorer has 38 goals scored.
It's not Marner.
It is not Marner. Marner's at 21.
Niedermeyer?
It is who?
Not Niedermeyer. 88.
William Nylander. Yep,
Nylander,
you're absolutely right.
that's it, yeah.
William Nylander is at 38 goals, and then John Tavares and Austin Matthews are tied at 27.
I actually think
Tavares is having a pretty good season.
I think Nylander is one of the best on that team. But then we saw in the playoffs last year, well, even the game against Tampa, he took himself out of the game, and with that mysterious injury, and the team really didn't like him for that. I thought he would be traded, and then they kept him, and he's been the best for them this year.
Vikram said it in the chat, but I'm going to confirm, which I can confirm. Ovi watch still going on. Ovi has scored
7
in the
away.
first period, so there's 7 goals now.
7 away.
Which I think I could speak for everyone here. I think we all want to see him break that record this season.
I want him to do it and not. I think he's 5 games away from Gretzky's game number. I don't want him to break the game number. I want Gretzky to do it the fastest still.
I agree with that.
So I want to say it was 5 or 6 games I think he still has to be able to break that. But after that, I mean, that's what he's still playing for. I mean, I just read an article the other day that basically says any player playing right now will never touch that record. That literally they would have to play, as soon as we go on break, 10 to 15 minutes. 10 to 15 seasons, any player right now would have to play to be able to break the record.
I never thought anyone was going to come close to
I never thought so
Gretzky's
either.
record, and he's clearly going to break it. I guess he's going to get it done this season. He's got, 10, 15 games left?
Yeah.
They're ahead of us. I think they're at 14. Shot.
Because I also saw an article that said the career goals for defensemen, the standard is 1,000. That not many defensemen have got to. Right now, Carlson, he has the chance to do it, but he has to sign another 4-year contract.
Who is that, Carlson?
Carlson. Hedman can do it, but has to average at least 20 goals a season through his whole next contract.
That won't happen.
I mean, that's not impossible, but
it's not. But he's slowing down. Yeah,
He's never been a real goal scorer. But you said that's 1,000 points?
1,000 goals.
No. 1,000 goals.
Maybe it is points.
that would be a wild number.
Points.
Yeah.
No, that would be the all-time record.
Yeah.
That's got to be points, but I didn't realize there's not that many defensemen that don't have 1,000 points.
Yeah. Who was that?
The great
Herbs.
Ooh, little traffic in front there.
Vassy, thank you.
2 good saves.
Vassy. Speaking of Vassy, Thomas, I know you were there. The block party with Vassy, that was awesome.
Yes,
that was a really good show. If anybody watching the show, if you haven't gone back on YouTube or whatever podcast, go back and watch that Vassy podcast. That was not only funny, but I didn't realize how personable he was. I thought he was just real like quiet, shy guy. He's actually once like spoken to and stuff. He's actually a really well-spoken guy.
Yeah, I did not listen to it yet, but I want to. I wonder how much of that he's just like way more comfortable speaking English now.
Yeah.
You let me know when Kucherov goes on.
Yeah. Well, he's already said there. Well,
This is the last one of the season, so we'll see.
Well, Greg said Kuch won't come on until they win the cup again.
Until they win the cup. That's what I've heard too. 6 seconds left until halfway in the first period here.
I mean, so far they're looking good. Dallas doesn't look bad either. It's a pretty back and forth game.
And this is where I've got so much ready just to say about our defensive core that people don't understand, and I've got so much, and then you'll agree with it too. Knowing hockey and like how much like we all watch it, and like watching because I mean you watch like I call them the fair weather fans. Like we have a lot of fair weather fans, as I like to call them.
Last Tuesday, people were ready to trade Vassy.
Yeah, and that's where I have a lot of things that I can go into, and I'll try to not call out a lot of people and stuff like that. But it was in the y'all's group, Thunder Nations.
Nope, not Thunder Nations.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. You won't hear any weird, horrible takes.
Oh,
yes, you will.
Yes, you will.
There's so many groups.
Here's what I would say though, is because I hate when people call people bandwagon and stuff. We all had to start somewhere. Mm-hmm. I just rather those people get educated before they speak, or at least ask why. You know, there's no chance in hell you're benching Vassy and putting Johansson in.
So I'm going to try to scroll because somebody made a very well written post, and I do want to give this person kudos because I read this, and for the people out there who call for his name and Emil Lilleberg's name, I do want to read this post, and I'm going to butcher his last name, but I do want to give this guy his flowers because this is really well written. MJ Skaruk, I don't know how to say his last name. I'm sorry.
It's a hockey last name.
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
a hockey last name. So I'm going to quickly read it. So tired of the Perbix hate. This guy is paired with, for certain, the worst defenseman on the team, Lilleberg, which I disagree with, who I really like as expected with the inexperienced player. He's given up shots, and yet Perbix is still +4. Perbix plays a premium position as a right-hand defenseman, and he only makes $1.125 million a year. He is one of the best values on the Lightning, but people need to understand that goals and assists are great, but we need a defensive defenseman as well as, and Perbix excels at just that. Sergachev scores more assists, goals, obviously. Playing on the power play helps, but he's probably the most overpaid player in the league, aside from the ones that aren't playing, LTIR, contract buyouts, etc. Before anyone comments on the fact that Sergei is on Utah and was on a playoff team last year in Tampa, and he's -16 in only 34 games. Stop the Perbix hate. He's not Kale McCarr, but he's nowhere near as bad as a lot of fans seem to think. And I
agree.
And that is something that I want to make very well known. Emil Lilleberg, Nick Perbix, Darren Radish, they are not paid $7, $8, $9 million a year.
No,
they're league minimum guys. Like, I'm not expecting them to go be all-stars. If they make mistakes, okay, they make mistakes and stuff like that. Yes, they lead to goals. But we also have to realize, because we give that money not to them, we're able to have Hagel, Sorelli, Bjorkstrand, Yanni Gordon, and all of these guys, Vazzy, like all of these guys that we're able to now have on the team because we're not forced to spend all of that money. And if you're telling me for $1.125 million, I can get, I would say, a league average guy, or maybe
you've got to have some guys like that, or it's impossible to be competitive.
And that's what people fail to realize. And that's where like it's my little soapbox while the game goes on here. Like it's frustrating because fans don't understand. Like at some point on the team, you're gonna have to give somewhere. If it's either in your defense, in your offense, in your right through the middle, in your defense, offense, it's somewhere you're gonna have to give something. If you're telling me that the three players that I'm giving up is Darren Radish, Emil Lilleberg, and Nick Perbix, those are the three players that I'm giving up a little to have the offensive core that we do, which I will stand on business and say we have probably one of the best offensive cores in the league.
Oh, yeah.
And we are able to do that because we have guys on the team like Perbix and Lilleberg and so on and so forth.
Here we go.
Nice pickpocket there by Yanni.
That's been one of my biggest gripes all year is watching fans call them out, and it's like understanding the situation.
Yeah, no, Perbix gets a lot of shit. Lilleberg, I mean, we just talked about Lilleberg's only playing his 100th career game.
Yeah.
I think he's the weakest link on the defense, but it's because he's so young. And he's also a really physical player, which this defense needs. They gotta have that hitter.
And this is a player. I'm gonna give you guys a player. This is a very limited Lightning history, but a player that he reminds me of is Darren Savard.
Oh. Okay.
Like, he reminds me of a Savard. Doesn't have the super defensiveness yet, but he reminds me of a younger Savard.
And hypothetically, he should get better. What do they say with defensemen? Isn't it like 200 games?
Yeah.
It's something around there.
Halfway there. Lilleberg's getting some love in the chat.
He reminds me more of a Garrison type in the most recent years. But you gotta remember, we've had these, when we had the great defense, our lower players were on the offense. A Paquette, a JT Brown. Those are the people that, they didn't score much. I mean, we still have that in Atkinson, but it's now shifted from the offense to the defense.
Right, 100%.
Where before it was, we gave more money to the defense when we had the Sergachevs.
Right.
The McDonough before.
But again, like I'll like continue on it. It's not that they're like the worst at their position too. He's still doing all right. Like, it's not like he's like every time he's on the ice, I'm cringing and I'm waiting for him just to trip over himself.
Yeah.
Twice this season, Radish has had the hardest shot in the league. I mean,
If only he could place that shot.
Right.
Yeah, both of those shots were almost in the netting.
Oh, almost got the.
That would have been a really.
oh,
They're buzzing right now.
There you go.
They have been
This
the
is,
whole
this is
last
a mixture of
couple
fourth
minutes.
line and third line right now. Gergensen, Glendening, Gonsalves, it looked like. That's another dude. He just played the puck forward, so I do want to bring it up. JJ Moser, when his contract is up, pay that man his money.
I don't know if we're going to be able to.
Well, with the
There you go,
cap
Yanni.
going up, we might be able to.
Well, I think at that point is when McDonough is going to be retiring.
Yeah.
Hedman's contract is going to be coming to the end. And that's also when the league is expecting to extend by like, what, $18 million by the time his contract is up?
The next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
Jeez, Dallas
damn,
is
who
hitting
was
now.
that? Number 6 hit Bjorkstrand. Uh-oh.
Nasty with the shutdown there. Nice job.
You're going to be on
Nice,
glove side,
nice.
not near side like that. Or blocker side, not near side.
Nick Paul doing Nick Paul things on his birthday there.
Oh, bad bounce. Yeah. Okay. Bounces have been
Blew a tire.
horrible. Thank you. The ice just went real choppy real quick. Around. Thank you. Shot. Oh, I think the referee just got one in the Go-Go's.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He's cute.
Oh, yeah.
I think he got one in the Go-Go's.
Yep.
Go-Go, oh no.
Skate it off.
He's still bent over.
Shot. It's just on, please. Just on. Just somebody. He got that. Wow.
That was a nice save.
Damn. You said somebody gave JoJo some love in the chat. Who was that? Derek?
Derek says Johansson's underrated, loves Lilleberg. Sandra saying Lilleberg, I hope he does some of those hard hits tonight. Yeah, he needs to get out there next shift.
So I want to, Derek. I want to give you. He's another one of those players that every time I watch JoJo get in net, I go into that game saying we have to score 4 goals or more. He's gonna give 3. He's a 3-goal player. But again, we pay him $900,000. We're not paying Casey. We're not paying him Casey to Smith money.
What's he playing? Maybe 20 games a season.
If that, honestly.
So, do you play him against Utah or Vegas?
Yes, Utah.
I think it's gonna be the other way around.
You think so?
I think they play Vasi at Utah.
I don't get that. I'd save Vasi for Vegas.
Remember, Coop's thing has always been he don't care about the Western teams.
Matthew Nyes from William Nylander to make it 4-2 Toronto. Yeah.
Sorry, got to keep up with them.
And that's another game too. The Rangers are in the like a playoff. Like they're still.
No.
Have they dropped off the face of the earth again?
Yeah, their max points right now I think it's 98. Let me see.
Yeah,
94. 94 is their max points.
Currently, right now, 1 game back from Montreal with 2 giving Montreal 2 games in hand.
I was gonna say Montreal has a max of 103.
Right.
The Rangers have a max of 94. Detroit has 98 max. Columbus 102.
Here's a hit on Bjorkstrand.
That's a big boy.
That's a
number
big
6,
hit.
Bischel. 25 games, 102 hits.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That's
4 hits a game.
called a big
He
player.
had 4 that last shift.
Yeah, it felt like it, didn't it?
All right, I'll feel pretty good about this period if we can get another one in because you know how fast momentum changes.
Oh, Yanni.
I thought you called it. I would have freaked
Yanni
out.
almost snuck that one in.
Yanni with a nice little forecheck
This
there.
is a good first period on the road, especially against this team who's been playing so well because usually you got to battle off
Honestly,
them the first period and then bounce back the second period. But we're controlling play.
This is playoff hockey. Going into a road game, shut them down. Yes, a couple of shots here and there, but this is what a road playoff game should look like.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you're gonna have to fight it off in the beginning.
We'll see if they do call any penalties. Derek says the ref ain't going to be lifting his arm anytime soon.
Yeah, that he got hit in the go-go's, man. 3:35.
Yeah, we're at 3:35. By the way, for intermission, we'll probably step away for a second because we're going to give away some tickets.
I got to get myself a drink. It is drink 30.
We need some refills.
It is drink
And
30.
hey, if you're in Tampa, I thought I saw someone say they're in New Tampa. You're not that far from Tampa Joe's. So you can come down here and join us. And if you can't make it, make sure you do enter hashtag Big Nick to win that puck. We'll give that away at the second intermission. Or should we make them stay the whole game?
By the way, thank you to Tampa Joe's for hosting this. They also gave us some T-shirts to give away and some sticks to give away. And have this little setup.
Yeah, I'll do the wide shot. You really can't tell because we're kind of in the corner here. You can kind of see Jody on the TV, on the screen. Michelle's behind us, but the whole bar area, everyone's back there, so can't get a good view. But it's a good time. We were due.
Yeah, I was about to say this is pretty awesome. I mean, bar's pretty darn full here.
I'm actually shocked they put lightning on every screen. It looked like because March Madness is going on right now.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody's gonna walk in here pissed.
All right, so I guess I'll give you guys a little thank you guys for letting me on. I just got word from Andrew, which is the president of Sticks of Fire. The next game that we have tickets to, I'm giving you 2 tickets for tonight to give away. So that's another pair of tickets from us to give away tonight.
All right.
So that's
appreciate it. Sticks of Fire.
We'll come through the showing a little working together, and let's keep it going, and we'll throw in 2 tickets as well. We'll give away some more tickets.
And if you have not sat in 307,
we get rowdy.
You're missing out.
We get loud. We get rowdy. So I'll get the info from Andrew. I just texted him. He gave me 2 tickets. We'll get what game it is and everything, and we'll definitely give them away.
Sweet. See, Karen's in. Sticks of Fire seats are so much fun.
100%.
There you go.
Lightning have 3.51 goals per game, second in the league. Dallas 3.39, fourth in the league.
I think that was one of the most bet lines tonight was the who's hurt. That's Hedman. Or no, Tony. I think that's Tony that's injured. I think he got one up high.
Oh.
Keep an eye.
Oh.
Fight.
I don't know if you can hear the yells of the stash, but we will. We'll make sure we get the stash over here. You know he wouldn't let us do
Is
this.
he here? I haven't seen him.
Oh, he's here.
Where is he?
He's at the
He's
bar.
at the bar. I see him.
Did you really have to ask where he was?
Without us letting him come on mic.
Yeah, for sure.
Jurgensen getting into it.
The Latvian locomotive.
There he is again, number 6.
Bischel.
Matching penalties.
They're both going.
4-on-4.
He said he was sorry.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's a guy to go to be 4-on-4. That's fine.
This will open it up here for this last 2 minutes.
This is going to be high flying. 13 shots on goal for the first period. I don't want to say that's a season high, but because we did 20 against Boston in the second period, but for the team that we're playing,
For on the road, yeah.
I'll take 13-8 right now where we're sitting.
I'd like to see 2 on the board, but we'll take the 1.
We still got more time left. There's still 2:13 left.
Let's see.
Got a lot of open ice here.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Who's got the advantage between these 2 teams on 4
It depends
on
on
4?
what line is on for each team and who wins the face-off. Unfortunately, that's not something I can talk about. That might be high sticking.
Good job.
Yeah, see, the problem is we've got top guys, our top guys and top guys, and they're going to control the
We
puck.
need the puck, though, yeah. Point and Cooch, Hedman, and JJ.
Come on, find it, please.
We got
there we
it.
go. Little 2-on-1 here. Mini 2-on-1.
Oh.
God, Cody Ceci is.
I thought that was all sides.
I thought it was going to be 2. There you go, Pointer. Great back check. He fell.
All right, we got possession, but we're going to do a little swap
And,
here. We got,
yeah.
Hagel and Sorelli coming out, you think?
If Sorelli's back, he might have went down the tunnel. Yep, he's back. Yeah, taking time. He took one up high. We're gonna have to watch that for the rest of the game. Hags.
Oh, what are you doing, Hagel? Hagel just trying to go through everyone.
Hagel said, "I can do it by myself."
Dallas
Thank you.
almost had a
That's been
good
like
op.
the 3rd time they've had to break an odd man advantage.
Bad pass.
And end up bad passing.
That they can't tic-tac-toe like we can.
Oh, nice hit. Chernak got that nice hit on him.
Kudos to FanDuel for keeping up to date on who's on the ice here.
I love that.
Also, keep an eye on the stands. Do you see who went on this road trip?
A lot of
Greg
people.
Wolf.
Oh, did he?
Greg
I
Wolf
thought he's
is-
going to this weekend. I thought he
I think he left today for
did
this,
Dallas too?
and
I think he went
so.
to Dallas and Vegas. I think the
And
two
Utah.
games he went to. Oh, he's going to all three?
I think so. I think that's what he posted
I thought
today.
it was just the weekend games.
Let's see.
Oh, and we're going to end the period with some fisticuffs.
I know who that was. That's really funny, too. So, quick rundown here of the league.
Oh, you're right. He only went to the weekend ones.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Quick rundown. End of the second period. Colorado Avalanche, Ottawa Senators still 5-0. 32 seconds left in the second. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the New York Rangers are still 4-2 Toronto. 3-0 Washington Capitals. It's not Ovechkin. Everyone can calm down.
Ovechkin's got a hat trick.
Yeah. And then Columbus, Florida, 0-0, end of 2. So, again, just somebody win in regulation. That is the important one for me.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for jumping on for a bit.
Yeah, I'll probably be hanging
Stick around,
out.
maybe we'll get you back on. I know Stash wants to join. I don't know if anyone else wants to. I've been asking people. We got a third mic.
The Islanders just took a 2-1 lead over Montreal,
Awesome.
which will be a good thing for the Lightning.
It's a shorty, it looks like, too, if it's 2-1.
All right, so we are going to keep the stream running. We're even going to keep the video on. We want you guys to stick around, but we got to go chat and give away some tickets, and we will be back for the second period. Don't forget to add #BigNick to your comment. That gets you into the drawing. You can see it right here on the corner of the screen, and if your name's on there, that means you're in. There it is.
Right down there.
So we're gonna mute ourselves. We'll put some smooth music on for you guys.
A little smooth jazz.
But don't you worry, we'll be back for the next period. And yeah, great first period. Go Bolts.
job trying to keep you in check.
Those periods go by fast.
We have Chatty Cathy over here just... And all of a sudden, I hear them on the radio.
We swapped out our third mic, and we've got Mini Killer. We got Little Killer here.
I'm Mini Killer.
No, this is Steve. Steve has the privilege of playing hockey with me. So basically, we're just going to talk about us playing hockey for the next 20 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. We gave away a bunch of tickets. Thanks to Sticks of Fire for donating another pair of tickets. Hey, if you came down here, we've already given away 2 pairs of tickets. But make sure you sign up for that Nick Paul giveaway too. #BigNick. We will give that away right at the end of this period. But we're here at Tampa Joe's. What do you think? It's your first time here, right?
My first time. Even though I go to the movie theater here all the time, this is my preferred theater.
That's the best theater in Tampa Bay.
Always
Veterans
IMAX,
24, right?
Dolby. I used to actually take acting and modeling classes right down the road.
Really?
I did. And then I taught it for a year. This is Thomas's 5th beer today.
Well, one of the things I meant to do during intermission was get another beer, but that did not happen. We'll see if they come by. But anyway, good first period. Let's see if the guys can follow up with another good period here. Dallas is a good team, and we look like we're outplaying them so far. So we'll see. This is where the coaching comes in. This is where the adjustments are made. So let's see what happens this second period. By the way, we're at 18 minutes
Sorelli's
and
still bothered by something.
35 seconds right now. So if you want to sync up with us, 18:35, we're at a stoppage of play right now.
I know Mira Heiskanen's still injured, isn't he? Mira
yes.
Heiskanen, he's still injured.
Yeah.
He said that he could be out for...
Sagan same.
I haven't
So
seen
as
Sagan
we were
in
going
forever.
away, I said the Islanders had just taken the lead over Montreal. That goal was disallowed.
Boo.
So it's still 1-1. If you're on the
Leafs also
point, watch
beating the
like I
Rangers,
am.
think.
Sonia's got her schedule up in the chat. She'll be there at the Lightning game, the 25th and 27th, singing. And flying back out the 28th. So if you're coming this week, or next week, hopefully you'll be there for Sonia singing. And breaking news, third period, we will be joined by the staff. I'm going to have to sit in between Thomas and the stash, but that's all right. I'm already sat in between.
I forget the stash is like 7'5" when I look at him. My small 5'6".
He is. People don't realize that until they meet him in person. He is a giant. And we are mere normal-sized men.
Come on.
Ooh. Gord with that little sneaker.
I like this line. I like the fast guys all on one line.
This line's actually killing it tonight. Point, Gord, and Gensel.
And you, at the beginning of the game, weren't sure if you liked Gord on this line, but
They've been good this game.
it's been pretty solid line there.
He pretty much he's the playmaker. He works to get the puck to Gensel.
He's got the grittiness that I think that line was lacking a little. So it's nice to see him come back and still be that guy. Especially when someone comes back from injury, you tend to see them back off a little bit because they're afraid of re-injuring themselves. And he's set right back in the old Yanni Gord that we knew.
They said it was like a sports hernia. It's like stomach,
Yep.
abdomen. Those, honestly, depending how they... We had... You remember Evan? We had our... When we were the OG Bull Sharks, we had a guy with sports hernia. Luckily, it's a very easy injury to fix. It's very easy to get through. Good recovery. I think our
But does it
guy...
come back easily, though?
Sometimes. Age-wise, yeah. I think he played for us like a week early before.
Yeah, but the
doctor.
NHL level is a little bit different
It's a
than the
little different
bull
than,
shark
than
level.
bull shark level.
Just a little bit.
How dare you?
Just a little
How
bit.
dare you?
Rob and I do play the second hardest position, which is center.
You should see the facilities, okay?
Oh,
The bull shark level.
Oh, we got a penalty.
There we go.
Yep. Finally, a power play.
Holding.
yeah, I believe after goalie, center, and probably defenseman, hardest positions. We're
I wish
basically-
they could see on the wide shot. Like, you can't see everyone that's here because we're kind of in the corner. All right, so power play. Good chance here to take a 2-0 lead.
CC,
Oh, man, yeah. He could have easily scored a goal there. That's a good penalty to take. Let's talk about how I don't take that many penalties. Like,
it's true.
I really don't. Lady Bing.
You got to play. Oh, I thought that was in.
I think I took the most slashing penalties when I first started.
Yeah, because you didn't learn. You can't go over the top.
It's true. Now they're a little more lenient, but now
No, you can't go over the top because you used to go over the top and you'd get that call every time. You got to stick lift from under.
since I'm small, I just got to outskate them, speed, and get around them.
And if you ever need some cookies and are in the USF area, go see Steven over there at Insomnia Cookies.
You'll-
What, on Fowler?
That's
that what
Jamie's story. My store's in the Soho, South Howard.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Shorthander.
Good save.
We've given up 9 shorthanded goals this season. Horrible.
80-mile-an-hour shot there.
I like that guy, Wyatt Johnson. He's a good
Very
player.
underrated player, too.
He's young, too. He's like got to be 20, 22, 23.
Especially since Robertson
Great
hasn't been putting
PK
up
going here.
all those numbers like he used
Yeah,
to.
what happened to Robertson?
He's been
He's
a
still, I
leaper.
think, their number 2 scorer.
Yeah, he fell off just a little bit, but it just happens year by year. You get talent, guys have to step up.
And people figure you out.
Yeah,
You know,
well, they pay more attention to you.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got 30 seconds left. Can we get set up again and get another good opportunity?
They're flying to the puck.
Yeah, we're definitely outworking them in every aspect of the game right here.
It's going to be the end of the power play there.
It looks like we went back to the 1 defenseman and 4 forward power play.
Yeah, I
Offside.
wouldn't be surprised because Bjorkstrand's got that right-handed shot, so he's going to be in Stamkos' spot.
I like having the 2 defenseman power play. I like having the 2 and the 3 rather than the 4. I know it's more offensively sound to have forwards out there, but
We don't have many offensive defensemen, though. We don't really have real scorers on defense.
Moser, when he first was here, he was getting in there. Now they're like settling back. McDonough.
I'll tell you, though, Herbix has moments where he's like,
Yeah, he'll
"You can
peek
play
through like
forward."
middle. Everyone gives him crap, but it's okay. He does make some good plays. Jamie Benn being the abused like he always is.
Man, Mosier's so underrated. Just made a nice play there to keep it in. Look how smooth he is with the puck. Like, he's just good under pressure.
Oh, that was
Kind of got lucky there. Got offsides.
it was a bench change from Dallas. If he would have stepped on later, that would have been onside. Luckily in our league, they don't call it. No, they do.
Oh, we mess that up all the time.
Good old Jim.
We both thought the same thing.
I was like, Jim, drag your feet. He's like, I can't, man, I can't. I was like, if you just drag your feet, they'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
That's a pretty good stat.
Yeah, McDonough was
McDonough's
what,
4
away
games,
from
yeah.
1,000 games.
And there's only 2 teams right now that have.
So what game will that be? That'll be the Islanders game.
Yep.
Kids Day at Emily.
I'm excited for the animated.
Penguins.
I know. I'm going to
Penguins
that game,
game.
though. I'm going to be on my phone the whole time.
Penguins game.
Tonight, do they count tonight?
Oh, they must have counted
Utah.
tonight. So it's going to be Utah, yeah. Sergachev's return.
Are they streaming it?
How
cartoons?
appropriate Sergachev's return is going to be McDonough's 1000th game. So, someone who replaced Sergachev.
I felt bad. I think I watched like the Utah highlights 2 nights ago, and Sergey blew a tire, and it led to like I think one of the game-winning goals. I was like, oh, he looks nice with the mullet though. I like the
He
mullet.
looks nice with the mullet.
Yeah, he does.
And we talked about last night, he's a chicken farmer now.
Yeah, do you hear that?
Yeah, he gives chickens to all his teammates. All the
Not chickens, eggs.
oh eggs. It's the. I mean,
He
I'll
just
take
brings
the
the chicken
chicken.
to the rink.
I'll take the chicken.
There you go.
Who needs eggs when you can have the whole chicken?
He has a nice view though. All the mountains in the back. I'm sure his
Oh,
family
I'm sure it's
loves-
awesome playing hockey in Utah on a brand new team. Living out there in Salt Lake. I'm sure they're loving it out there.
I wanted the Yetis, but Yeti said no, and I was like, you could have made a sponsor.
That's messed up. I don't think Yeti should have been able to block them
Right.
from being able to be named
Yeah,
the
because
Yetis.
it's Yetis,
Well,
You don't
right?
own
Come on. People block, watch parties.
no, nobody blocked this watch party.
You're not allowed to give tickets away.
So does it really surprise you in the talks you've had in the last 24 hours?
You know what? There's way too many lawyers in the world. That's the problem.
We love you, Tampa Bay Lightning, but hey,
Here's their goal differential. So both these teams are up there.
Columbus 1-0.
Columbus 1-0.
Even strength goals.
And then still 14 time.
and that's why we traded Stamkos. Even strength goals.
Stamkos has played good lately, though.
Yeah, he's getting hot again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally getting used to it up there. Oh, that looked like a trip or something. No?
Did. Delay offside there.
So the defenses have kind of tightened up this period a little bit. That means third period is going to be all-out chaos.
I like how we've gotten better in the neutral zone. They're not hesitating to go in. They'll just dump chase, get a good pass, take the speed in.
Well, someone said in the chat in the first period, the passing is very good tonight. Passing is on the stick, tape to tape.
Yeah, they were walking in the first period. Now it looks like Dallas is tightened up there at the blue line.
What happened to Sagan? I know Sagan gets injured a lot, but what's his injury this season?
I know he was on the ice today, but he ain't coming back. Oh,
Hagel.
He's the star killer.
Yeah.
Saw a chat earlier.
Sorelli, who
Sorelli.
scored his first
Goal.
career goal. Scores again to put the Lightning up 2-0.
That was all Hagel, though, setting that up. Didn't get over the shoulder, comes in, gets the rebound.
Back in the 2020.
It is 2-0, folks. We'll take one goal a period. This is where Schooley yells at me because I don't update the score fast enough. I'm like, can I just take it in for a
I didn't realize
second?
the score was
Can I
down there.
enjoy the goal? It doesn't automatically change.
It's like in our league. Scoreboard, scoreboard, scoreboard.
Yeah, but that person's just playing on their phone.
Or when they leave the music on too long and we're like halfway into the play.
He had hip surgery.
They can
Sagan
leave
had hip surgery.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
It can make or break. Oh,
Oh.
that was high. Well, Patrick Kane had hip
Wow.
surgery. Cooch.
Sorelli goals. 15 of them assisted by Hagel. Tell me that ain't a great
That's why I
team.
said.
Oh, what a
damn it.
Boo.
First goal Vasi's given up in 4.5 periods.
I was just talking with Raul about this team, Joe Pavelski, how good he was at tipping the puck in front of the net, and how his warm-up was just everyone sending him pucks for him to tip. Yeah, that was a good redirection.
Bassy didn't even see that.
Deflected,
Yeah, it was deflected in.
and he was screened. All right, well, I didn't think we were going to shut him out.
Dallas Stars.
2-1. All right, let's see. Maybe this game opens up now.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
And yeah, I see Outcast on there. Big Nick. That's how to get entered for that Nick Paul puck. Thanks to Tay at the Hockey Collective, who was on the show last night. If you guys didn't watch the podcast last night, go check it out. Pretty good story with Tay. And then we got Paris, a TikToker, coming on next week. It seems like she's got every single Lightning jersey they've ever had.
Oh, yeah. She came across my For You page.
Yeah, she came across mine.
I was like, I'll
and I
follow.
was like, wow, that was players I didn't even know we had. And then I was like, that was player I forgot about. And I was like, her collection is just amazing.
Well, and she said she's going to set it up so we can see like everything. So,
And Shooter is like, a 90-year-old man is not into these hip things. So I'm like
what? TikTok and Savannah Bananas?
yes. All the things in the culture right now.
Aren't you supposed to be dancing?
That was the insult to injury. They're like, the Savannah Banana to sell out Raymond James, but the Rays can't. I was like, it's different. It's different.
Can't even sell out Steinbrenner Field. Yeah.
Walking distance from my house. I will catch a Rays game. They
Well,
do have some great jerseys.
We will probably talk a little bit about the Rays. I think it's April 14th, the last show of the regular season. JP Peterson's coming on, and he seems really connected with whatever's going on with the Rays.
I'm a big fan of the Devil Rays time. I like the green and stuff. My grandpa.
That's the in-between Devil Rays, yeah.
He was big into. Well, we're Cuban, so baseball's like always been a thing. I was never big into it, but airmail. I wish I could have gotten more into baseball, but
You know, something I noticed, this is so stupid that I noticed it, that Dave Randolph does not use anybody's nickname. Every single player, he says their whole name. Every time Vassy makes a save, he's like, Vasilevsky. And then you'll hear Egblom, and he'll just say Vassy. He'll say Cooch. He'll say that.
He's the actual announcer.
But I
You
went
have
back,
to-
and
that's-
Rick Peckham used to use nicknames.
Really?
Yeah.
Nicholas Paul.
We'll have to ask him about that.
Dave Randorf used to come into my Starbucks when I worked at the embassy. Dave, if you ever watched the show, he always got blonde shot Americano, just black. That's all he drank. Paul Kennedy used to come into Hilton all the time. I miss talking to him. He's probably like the sweetest guy. He gave me he came in the next morning and gave me a whole pamphlet of the entire Lightning history just for me to read.
Really?
He's like, oh, keep it. I was like, thanks, Paul. But of course, before this was like,
You know, there has been stories, negative and good, about every broadcaster that has ever been with the Lightning, except for Paul Kennedy. You will never hear anybody say
Nope.
anything negative about
if they
Paul
say
Kennedy.
something, it's a lie.
Yeah.
Say something bad, it's not true.
Yes, Tommy, this is a Lightning Watch party. We're at Tampa Joe's, right by the AMC Veterans Theater.
It's not an official team
It is
one.
an unofficial Tampa Bay Lightning party.
Your logo looks too official. I agree with Derek. Move him to Ybor. I sat 2 hours in that meeting. They're like, oh, look at this beautiful Rays stadium. And I was like, oh, the next morning, yeah, we're not going to do that. I was like,
they got to get the Rays to Tampa. Let's give up the St. Pete stuff.
Ybor's been a iffy location.
Well, I like
last few
that
years.
Ybor Harbor, where it's like in between Ybor and downtown. You can
Yeah.
almost kind of connect everything if you build that stadium there. Because really, in e-board these days, there ain't much going on.
There we go.
There we go.
Bjorkstrand.
That was brewing, too.
Not really a fight. Who was that in Dallas? Bjorkstrand doesn't normally fight, right?
No.
I didn't think so.
He only did it because we have Jesper here from Denmark
with the Bjorkstrand
with
jersey
the
on.
Bjorkstrand jersey.
I'll take some pictures and post on We the Thunder Pod during intermission so you guys can see the scene here. So 4-on-4.
No.
So we're
just got
getting
an
a
extra penalty. They're going to be on the they're going to be on the power play.
Oh, they gave Hetty the interference call?
Petty for interference.
What? That's
strange.
I don't know about that. All right, so you're running out of time. If you do want to enter that contest, you can see it right above my head here. Oh, wait, we have a winner already. How'd that happen?
Tate messaged me and said that the Columbus goal was called back, so it's still 0-0.
Oh, was it? We got to stop announcing goals.
Yeah.
How many goals are going to get called back tonight?
How do you already have a winner?
I don't know. I think we pressed the button during a goal. So, yeah, make sure you add hashtag Big Nick in your chat. It looks like it's still, you guys are still on there. Good. But, yeah, we'll do that before the end of this period. We're actually right at the end, so we don't forget to do it completely. And that is thanks to the Hockey Collective. Go follow them. You can see the name up there, the HCKY Co. On Twitter and Instagram. Not enough staycation commercials tonight. My favorite commercial.
I hate watching the same
Outback
commercials.
Staycation.
Steak! Steak!
I wish you were steak. Me too.
At least it's better than when Valley was just doing the little ice instrumentals with the skate sounds. No commercial.
It's just ice sounds? I don't remember that.
Yes, it would just be just a screen with ice and the camera, and they would just be sounds of the ice.
I like that.
In the intermission.
You know what I liked when ESPN picked up hockey again was they would on purpose do 2 minutes. No commentators shut their mouth, just listen to the game.
Oh yeah, like the full listening.
Yeah, they stopped doing that. But I really like that.
I like when they mic up the players for a game, but I know it's not really a known thing for the whole game, but
I would like to mic up someone on our team once a game. I mean, really, there's not much talking that happens on the ice.
This is the part where I would have liked to seen Yanni with Sorelli in the PK.
Has Yanni been playing on the PK?
Yeah.
I would have liked to see.
Hagel and Sorelli are almost inseparable at this point.
Yeah, and they do such a good job
If you
scoring.
put Hagel,
on the PK.
Sorelli, Yanni on the PK, I know you'd have to get rid of one D-man there, but I would do it.
Shades of the Goudreau-Coleman line.
I would do it because they are such sneaky guys and have the best chance of going for that shorty and a breakaway quickly.
Here's a hot topic: the Rantanen or the Rantanen dilemma. Was it a
Oh no!
Oh, he missed.
How did he miss that?
Wow.
Here we go. Go back.
That must have went off the
Sorelli
post.
and
Here he
Hagel
goes.
right
Cut
here.
Hagel! That was close. I thought Hagel was going to wrap
Yeah,
that.
I thought he hooked him, but
Yeah. Should have fell down, Hagel.
do you guys think it was more of a professional thing to come into Carolina and tell Brendan Moore, hey, I was kind of forced to come here, but I'm not going to play for you guys. And everyone's like, oh, it's mean, it's rude. I was like, well, at least he was honest.
What, Ratman?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Oh, damn it.
tie game.
What kind
Man,
of helmet
they
is
just could
that?
not get that one out.
Vassy couldn't see it. He didn't know where it went when it went off of him.
It looks like it bounced on him and he turned.
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame anybody for the 2 goals in this period. I'm just going to walk away. Maybe it should have been someone else in the second period. I don't know.
Is that Lilberg almost stopped it?
Let's see. That
Bounced
thing
up.
was just flying around all over. Dang.
That's a weird helmet with like a whole gap.
Lilleberg tried. He tried.
Kind of a fluke goal, but that's what happens. 2-2.
Questionable interference call.
Can I get another?
Can I do one more? Ultra? That's fine. I drank it all? Only had one.
There we go. Time to get the lead back.
All right, yeah. Got to kind of crush this little momentum shift here.
Shooter has officially
game.
drank all the Ultra in the bar.
Yeah, I just had one.
One
Let me
that was
run
it.
out. All right. Okay, so who got the penalty? CC took a stick up high.
It looks like we're going back on the PK.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Momentum is changing quickly
Yeah,
here.
Hetty was not happy.
No blood? No blood.
Well, I still want to talk about how Hedman
Dead
got
song.
the interference on the first penalty.
I heard Sash back there.
Sash is 100% blaming you. It's your fault.
If we were on there,
you
I
need
would
to
win
fly
the
to Dallas.
face-off. I think I told Sash the only 2 teams I would be interested. If I was a Lightning player and they say, hey, we're trading you, Nashville and Dallas would be in my 10.
Nashville and Dallas.
Texas.
I don't know if I
There
would
was
do
1
Dallas.
second left on that power play when they scored.
No, it's kind of a fluke goal. They should have scored on the one before that rebound.
Yeah, he had a wide open end, just shot it all the way left.
All right, gotta stop him here. That's a good question though. What team would you want to play for if it wasn't the Lightning and you were in NHL, or what city would you want to play in?
Vegas.
It'd be pretty cool to live
Yeah,
in
Vegas would be
Yeah.
my 10.
Vegas, Colorado. They seem to have a lot of fun there. Yeah, somewhere where the crowd really gets into it, has a lot of fun. You're not under the microscope like a New York Rangers, Madison Square Gardens type thing. You know,
I wouldn't
you've seen-
mind Jersey either. I like the Devils.
Yeah,
A lot of young guys.
The Rock in New Jersey is pretty, but Philly, no, because you're liable to die. If
That's where Insomnia was founded, so
Yeah, so something like that, something where it'd be fun. I don't think Seattle really looks too much fun to be in.
really nice arena, but too like gloomy.
None of the California ones. Dallas is a lot of fun. You know, we went there last year on that road trip.
Nobody ever says Winnipeg.
No,
Oh, the Jets? They're a strong
Winnipeg
team.
doesn't even say Winnipeg.
Well, the difference is when you play in Canada, like you're a star, right?
Oh,
That was borderline. Did he even really
Thank
get him
you.
with the stick? Thank you.
That's a clean win, yep.
All right, gotta kill this. Let's see. Derek says Vegas. Sandra says Utah.
Utah.
Derek says T-Mobile Arena is honestly the best hockey experience I've ever had. Yeah, I went to a game there. It was pretty cool.
Oh, here we go. Tony.
there we go.
Hagel.
Come on.
Whiffed on it.
Oh,
He killed the guy,
That
though.
was the shot hit by Hagel.
That's offside.
Yep.
yep.
Jim. Oh, it's raining. You didn't drag your skate. It's those little things, too, that win you games, that lose you games.
Yep.
Did you see the conversations with Bettman yesterday? He said October 7th will be
The season opener.
season opener. I think it's the Buffalo game over in Sweden. Is it Buffalo in Sweden? No. Pittsburgh in Sweden. But they also asked
Nashville
him
and
about
Pittsburgh.
extending the 3-on-3, and he said no, he is not for that. For player safety and for ice conditions.
Yeah, they won't do it.
He said wear and tear on players as a whole. I was like, yeah, I mean, professional athletes, I mean.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think
but-
if you're going to do that, you got to do that 20-minute intermission again like they used to before
Yeah, full
overtime.
rest.
Not just
Yeah, go,
Right.
go.
And you gotta, that's the whole thing with the players union because they're gonna want more money.
and they got to redo the CBA this year too.
Yeah, more TV time, longer, more commercials.
And the talk is that he will retire after the Olympics next year.
Oh, wow. He's been doing it for a long time. All right, halfway through this power play, gotta get out of this period at this point. It's a good way to waste time.
Sit on it. Nice play. Probably Hagel Sorelli right back on.
Oh, back door.
There
Nice
we go.
play by Hedman. All right, 2-on-1 coming up. Here
Go,
we
go. Take a shot.
Sorelli just needed to park right in front to try to get that rebound. He kind of
Just float to the
I guess
middle.
he had to get back on defense too.
Nice
Smart
cover.
play.
Power play over.
Dallas is buzzing though. The next goal is going to win this game.
Panthers just went into
Derek said they have
overtime,
a
0-0.
high lounge
yeah.
in Vegas with a DJ in the suite.
We asked for it.
I was just
Vegas-
reading that.
Vegas puts on a show. Have you haven't been out there for a game? It's
My mom's been
unbelievable.
to Vegas, but she's trying to get us to go to T-Mobile.
So we called back the Columbus goal for offside.
That's what he said.
And they're going into overtime.
0-0
It's
overtime.
like what we asked
0-0.
for. What we asked for. It's like the one thing. I don't care. Just not overtime.
That sucks.
Chernak's ready to whoop someone's ass.
It's the Lightning Columbus series, but reverse. 0-0 overtime.
So did you see
Should have passed that one.
the Islanders also pinned the NHL in a corner yesterday by announcing they were hosting next year's All-Star game,
I saw it was at Eubank
which was
Arena.
not supposed to be announced because the NHL was actually thinking about not having one. The rumor was that they were going to give the players time off and then go straight to the Olympics. Now they're going to have to do some form of an All-Star game, and those players will have to go straight to the Olympics from New York.
Well, Sonia just asked, did Bettman say anything about what they were going to do during the All-Star week?
They
next
will
year?
not do the Four Nations.
No, it's making them rethink though because
He said they're gonna have to tweak it because of the popularity. They can't do the Four Nations because the Olympics are literally right after. So they don't want to do that and then have them play an international play.
Well, what about
So-
what about after that? What if they do like a 3-on-3 tournament with countries?
Yeah. It's
hopefully,
good.
hopefully the Russian players get included with time.
they'll
at least.
figure out, yeah.
Just make
They'll
the federation.
usually
team or-
they'll go under the IOC, the Olympic Federation there, and have a team.
He must have just fell.
Yeah, it looks like he fell. You would think, because I go to a laundromat to wash like the bigger sets of my gear right after the Four Nations, and then everyone saw I put my hockey bag down, and like I think everyone in the laundromat's like, "Oh, we watched the Four Nations." I was like, I didn't realize how deep
Oh
it
yeah.
impacted so many people like that. I already told the girlfriend, when we have a child, hockey, 3 years old, get skates on them.
You're already talking children with the girlfriend, huh? Hold on, forget about the game. Let's go on this.
She's a soccer fan, and I mean, if soccer wasn't so, to me, it's not as entertaining. I watch FIFA. When FIFA comes around, I'll watch it, but I did tell her, yes, if he plays soccer, he'll make more money, but it's cooler to be a hockey dad.
Also a little bit cheaper to get into soccer,
Yeah,
Dad.
cleats and some. What a move!
By the way, the Women's League are expected to announce 2 new teams that will start playing next year in the next week or 2. It's going to be interesting where those teams go.
Well, you play NHL. They added the 4 nations and all the women teams, but you can't. Could be just a weird thing, but you can't like choose a PWHL team and play against like a men's NHL team. You can only compete women versus women.
Well, they have the PWHL is expected to announce a 2-team expansion. There's been rumor of where these teams are going to be, and they're expected to announce it within the next 2 weeks.
We don't have one in Florida? No, I don't think we do.
No.
Toronto,
I think right now they're all mostly essential around each other, so that they don't have a big budget, so for travel expenses and stuff. So I'd imagine Canada, maybe somewhere up in that area.
Yeah, because it's like New York, Boston, Toronto, Canada.
Buffalo
Is it?
have one? No.
I don't think Buffalo has one.
Buffalo would be a good spot.
There's some
I'd
cool
love to do
names.
a watch party and do an NHL tournament during it. That'd be fun.
Raul
like-
and I play.
That's like the only game I'm good at in video games, and because I've played it forever, it feels like now.
We play Borgia. Borgia challenged Raul and myself, and we've been playing together NHL for like 10 years.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, Matt, I'm like, you're gonna lose because I know exactly where Raul is on the ice at all times.
By the way, as the period ends, last night we didn't get a chance to thank Stephanie for painting the ice, We the Thunder.
Oh yeah.
She did hashtag We the Thunder and Lightning Insider,
Oh.
like we had asked when we had Eric on. And Stephanie's here today at the watch party, so
Yes.
thank you to Stephanie.
I told her in person.
So did I.
All right, let's do this giveaway for you guys, and then we got to go give away some stuff to all the people that are here. Let me make this a little bit clearer. That didn't work. There we go. All right, we're going to choose the winner here. It's hidden. Come on. For the Nick Paul signed puck from the Hockey Collective, the winner is Craig Soap. So Craig, if you're out there on Facebook, please send us a private message to We the Thunder or Thomas or myself, and we will make sure we get that puck sent out to you. And make sure you follow the Hockey Collective, because that's how you're getting that puck. Steven, thanks for jumping on with us.
Yep. Sonia, if you're watching, if you ever retire from the anthem, which you should never do it, I will gladly be your backup.
They have singing opportunities. She doesn't do all the games.
I know, yeah, I see.
So
Well, they do
we can
like
get you out
special
there.
singers
Yeah.
and
They'll do for the theme night. She doesn't do it, and her mom's been sick, or out, so she's been up there.
I'll be Sonia Jr. As a professional singer myself, it's
I
on
would
my
love
bucket
that.
list.
That'd be awesome.
It's on my bucket list, at least to do it.
All right, we got to give away some stuff. We're gonna go on mute. We'll leave you with some good music, though. Well, I can't promise it's gonna be good music.
Copyright or non-copyright?
Non-copyright. We'll be back for the third period with The Stash.
starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. We're back up and running. We just had our puck drop here. We're slowly working on getting the crowd back together. It sounds like we have Stash coming, right?
The Stash is joining us.
Stash, I'm taking your seat for a little bit.
Schooley's going to be back. I'm going to go talk to the people.
He's gonna go. You're gonna go mingle.
You are.
Finally able to go mingle for a little bit. I gotta go pay my bill.
Drink my beer.
I know. This is my second one. If I was able to grab one, I wasn't able to get one during the first period. I was pissed.
Slackers.
We can share this one.
Who's counting?
Ebony.
So obviously not the second period that we wanted there, but
Well, I'm not gonna say who decided the guests for the second period. And I'm not gonna talk shit about Little Killer. I'm just gonna say maybe the karma was right for getting the third period of us, right?
Hey, I did pretty good. I did pretty good first period.
Yeah, and best for last.
Florida
Stash is here.
I think Florida winning in overtime, honestly, is the worst case scenario.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, they still lost. Columbus still lost 1 point.
yeah.
Sonia said stash in the chat, so she's here.
She's my faves.
I'll full screen it that way.
I do need. I honestly, I have been thinking about reaching out to her, but if could we get a country version of the national anthem? And if so, can I please put my hat in the ring for the very first country national anthem singer for the Lightning games? Because we don't get that.
We had a guy one time.
One time.
One
right.
time. And he
When
did
was
good.
it? When was it? We don't remember.
Like a couple seasons ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He did really good though.
I think we just had a heck of a chance. I think we missed it. I think we need to look up.
Okay. All right. Let's.
Hang on.
Damn it. All right. We are here to watch. We are here to watch hockey. Let's not forget. We're here to watch hockey.
Well, I just heard Randorf go crazy. I was down in the chat too.
Yeah. Well.
So,
Hey, let's talk about Tony Cirelli.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
I
about
know.
the stash.
I know you wanna.
Let's talk about the stash and Tony Cirelli. And the 6 years that I've been asking for him to be fucking traded. And he finally is doing his job this year. Finally.
Career
Earning his
highs.
money. Yes.
And also, I told him to tell it when he came on the show, but we came on back on at the same time. With that assist to Brandon Hagel, he is now tied for his career high in points at 75.
Yes. So we can sit here and talk about JBB a lot and the trades that he's made. And everyone wants to continue to talk about the Tanner Jeannot trade.
I'm over that.
I've
man.
talked about it when it happened. I was actually still on this show regularly when that trade happened. And I said it right away. There was no team in the NHL that was going to give JBB a fair trade. He was going to have to overpay for everything he got that season. And what do you want? A GM that's going to make no moves or a GM that's going to take a chance? I'm going to take the second guy.
That was a high risk, high reward play.
And sure. And you know what? It didn't quite play out. But Tanner Jeannot was showing really great things in Nashville before we got him. And you never know how someone's going to fit into a lineup that's already established,
Look
right?
at Carter Verhaeghe.
Exactly. Look at Marchessault. We have so many players that are top level players. I mean, well, not so many, but at least 3 or 4 players on the Lightning that were developmental players that didn't have room because this Lightning team was so deep. And now they're doing great things other places.
Right.
And yet JBB is still making the great moves to bring in these guys, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about Hagel and Paul. We were talking about that during the intermission as well. What he paid to bring in Hagel and Paul collectively and what they've delivered collectively is an underpayment in my book, right? What do you think, Schooley?
But here's the funny thing, though, is Cirelli's been on the trade block the last 3 years. Look for all these teams that did not want him.
Insane.
And then look what he's doing this year.
An
Because
NTC. He was the only player on the Lightning without an NTC.
Right.
The only player to easily be moved, and somehow there was no value to other teams.
I mean,
right?
you had everybody had him gone at the trade deadline last year, and in the offseason this year.
Yeah.
And then here he is this year, lighting it up with Hagel.
Yes.
And that has been one of the greatest lines to come about is just
this season.
It's just Hagel Cirelli.
Of any team, that duo.
Because it's been Hagel Cirelli, Connor Geeky.
Yep.
Hagel Cirelli, Kucherov.
Paul
Paul
at times.
Chafee, Gonzalez.
Yes.
Like there's been so many people, and that line night in,
It
night
reminds
out,
me.
is still
I said this before. It reminds me.
Oh, Vassy didn't know where that was.
Did not know where it was.
No,
Vassy had no idea he had that.
But it reminds me of that 2020 season when they brought in Gaudreau and Coleman, and it changed the dynamicy of this team. And honestly, adding Gord and Bjorkstrand is a similar move to me. It really is. It adds depth. It gives you strength in places that you were weak before, and your top 6 or 8 players are still the top 6 or 8 players.
I will be surprised if we bring back Bjorkstrand this year.
He's signed for another year. Yanni is not.
He's not a one and done.
Yanni's the one.
Yanni is a one and done.
Yanni, I would not be. Yanni, we will bring back.
Well, he's not going to play for another team again. Now that he's in
2-0.
Tampa.
Come on.
Oh my God! It rolled on the stick. It rolled on the stick. Why do I feel like Steve Dangle right now? Are you kidding me?
If you're not watching the game, I will explain what just happened. Dallas,
You can't explain that.
really bad turnover, and we made one too many passes, two on
No, it rolled.
goalie.
No, that was a good pass. It just rolled off the heel of the stick again.
No,
It was on the backhand.
Casey DeSmith got a pad back out on it. They're gonna show it here. There's no way they're not gonna show that. Yeah,
You're right.
I think
Hey, Engblom doesn't know shit about hairstyles, but he absolutely knows about too many passes. I will say that about Brian Engblom.
Casey DeSmith just threw a leg out. For
His
a wing
leg
and a
gets in
prayer.
the way, yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
That is.
Listen, that's un-Gensel-like. That is un-Gensel-like. Gensel is almost always going to shoot that. So I'll give Gensel a pass right there. I will. Because Gensel's going to shoot that puck 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I just hear.
No, we know. It's the constant thing with the Lightning, right? Overpassing.
I hear Andrew up at 37 counting the passes.
No, we do it. Oh, yeah. It's good to have you here on this feed, man. It's cool to sit next to each other.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
This is finally.
We had some conversations in the off season that didn't work out, and it's cool that we're
finally getting together.
doing something together.
We're able to get on a podcast together.
I wasn't expecting to be on camera with you, but I definitely enjoy it.
That's true. Radish. You're seeing.
Oh my goodness, this guy is doing shit.
Two saves
This
by
goalie
Casey
is working hard today.
Casey DeSmith is starting to stand on his head. Casey,
Stand an ovation for DeSmith.
He deserves it. He deserves it right there.
Casey
That's a
DeSmith is
series.
playing out of his
That is
mind.
a series of saves, as they say.
Lightning fans, take notice of that because we don't give Vassy that enough.
No.
The whole arena stood up for that.
To make those saves.
I
One thing
know,
that Thomas
but-
Schooley and I will always agree on is the lack of passion from
Yeah.
Lightning fandom.
Yeah.
We will always agree on that.
Fairweather fans.
Like I'm so tired of going to our arena and it being a doldrum or a murmur all the time of blah 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 conversation and not actual engagement. I will say that.
Absolutely.
Thomas Schooley and I don't agree on a lot of things, but we agree on that.
I loved when we used to be the only ones that chanted bullshit when a penalty was called against us.
We know that.
Yeah.
That's something you and I unified on.
And now
okay?
people are like, you can't say that. It's not nice.
We have our
Shut
moments,
up.
okay? I still think that's the thing that ties me and Thomas Schooley. You know, we have those hardcore, old school allegiances to hockey.
That's why I love going to Nashville.
Yeah.
And you hate to see them score against us, but I want them to score against us at least once to hear that chant that they do in Nashville.
Look at that, absolutely. The back check right now, I gotta say right now, the own zone defense of the Lightning is top notch overall. Okay?
Yeah.
It's the NHL. We're playing the best team, or second best team right now,
We're
right?
playing the second best team in the Western Conference.
In the NHL. Because they're the top 2 points right now. Winnipeg and Dallas,
Winnipeg
right?
and Dallas, yeah.
Yes.
And they're in the same division,
Yes.
too.
Exactly.
Now, does that show how bad that division is, or how good Dallas is?
Well, I would say Dallas has been good for a while.
Dallas is.
And Winnipeg has been on the brink for a while. So I've just been waiting for Winnipeg to finally put it together. I've said this for maybe like 4 years.
By the way, Gergensen is out injured. He's missing from the bench.
Gergensen is not on the bench.
According to Gabby Shirley, he is not on the
That's why
not on the
Schooley
bench.
is always on the show because he's the one always on the feeds, always looking out. He's our breaker of content and news. I don't know though. I was saying before this game, I was saying how Robertson was maybe in a bit of a slump or after I don't know, man. we've seen it in the history of the hockey league where one player has like one amazing season and then nothing else.
Oh,
do you think
there's
Roberson?
a list of players.
Do you think Roberson is going to be one of those guys, or do you
Robo?
think? Yeah. Do you think he's going to come back?
He's going to be.
No, he's
phenomenal.
right. Okay, that's what I thought.
This is 100% a down year
it's
for
a
him.
slump, right?
It's just a slump year.
The fact that he didn't make the Four Nations was a shock to me.
We were talking a little bit about him in the second.
Yeah.
I think teams have figured him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, as much as Dallas is great, I'm still wondering. We've talked about this a lot in the history of We the Thunder and the parity between the East and the West, and how the East is much more competitive than the West.
Absolutely.
And it's still the same.
And the Atlantic is still the best division in the league.
When you look at right now, if we win this game, all three teams will be tied for first. Toronto, Florida, all three of us will have 85 points and all equal games after tonight if we win this game in regulation. Or if we get 2 points, whatever. If we get 2 points, we will be tied. All three teams in the Atlantic will be tied for first. Equal games.
JJ, all right.
Yep.
That's fine.
So, again,
little turnover here.
Again, I want to ask, where is the window or the door closing for this Lightning team? When everyone
Toronto
says,
and Florida still have one more game ahead of us.
That's what we still have
tonight we're tied.
Well, that would be 68.
we have one game
They
in
played
hand.
69.
68.
No, but we have one game in hand, right?
Yes.
Tonight.
One game
and
in
if
hand.
we play, they don't play. Then we're all tied with the same games.
We'll tie back
remaining.
up when we do Vegas,
Yes.
Utah.
Right. Yeah. So but the point is, we're right there again. The Atlantic in the East, the best division in hockey.
Yeah.
Period.
I mean, you got Florida, Toronto, Tampa,
Yes.
Ottawa.
3 40-win teams after tonight. If we win tonight, that's 3 40-win teams. That's a mark. Okay.
In the league, Dallas is third because you have Washington first.
Right. Well, that's right. Washington. You're right.
Then
I
you
forgot.
have
in the West.
right
they're
Winnipeg,
second.
then us, then
I
Dallas.
forgot Washington's doing insane shit right now, because we all know what that's going to happen in the playoffs. We know what that's going to manifest to. Nothing. We've seen it. Boston did it. Tampa did it. Winnipeg's done it. How many teams have done it?
I'll tell you what, everybody. I don't know if you've been to Tampa Joe's, but I had myself a very good night here. I had a lot of fun.
Listen.
I had a lot of good food. I've had a couple of drinks and still got out here for very reasonable with a very nice tip.
I've been coming to this location. I've been coming to this location for
I've never been here.
17.
Didn't even know it was here.
Yeah.
Never once
Since
been
I don't remember what this building itself was initially a different business when they built it, and I don't remember what it was because I lived less than 4 miles from here for 12 years. So we came here when it was that place. I don't remember what it was, but this location is amazing.
There's where Gergensen got hurt. He got.
I didn't see what happened.
They checked him into the boards there. Yeah.
That's a forearm or a wrist for sure. Forearm
There it
or a
goes.
wrist right there, 100%.
Oh. Oh.
Did they miss it?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But yes,
They missed
Chase
it.
is right. Chase is right. Come here. Tampa Joe's. Great pizzas. Great wings. A great menu. One of my great friends works here. Known him for 15 years, so show up.
11:18 with the puck drop just happening. If you want to sync yourself up with us.
There you go. There you go.
I think I can say it at this point. I think you're the next
31.
Team. The next team to score a goal is your game winner.
31 shots on goal for the Lightning tonight.
Very respectable number.
That makes me nervous.
Are you quality over quantity?
Yes.
I'm quantity.
I always feel like every time the Lightning eclipses 28 goals, it goes the wrong way. Just for me, I'm a little bit superstitious. Okay. I'm not superstitious. I'm slightly stitious. I'm slightly stitious. So when the Lightning go over 30 goals, it makes me worry. Or shots on goal. That's all. But I'd much rather than be over 30 than under 20.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. less than 20 shots on goal
This is
in 60 minutes of hockey. Oh, this is
a brutal road trip. I didn't realize just how.
Oh, this
road trip
this I think makes or breaks our standings for the end of the season right here.
I hate
This
to,
road
I
trip.
hate to say that, but damn, it feels like
It does. But as much as we malign the team for losing a few games in a row after that great win streak, these are road games. And there's something right now that I feel about this team on the road. It's different than it was in October and November. It's different, though. They're playing different hockey, right?
well. So
Because October, November, they could not win on the road.
So-
December,
So I will. So there's a story that I have, and I love to talk about this. So I got the wonderful opportunity, and I'm forever grateful for the Tampa Bay Lightning for this. I got the opportunity 2 or 3 years ago to shadow Dave Randorf for a day, and I was able to go for morning skate and hang out and go into all the press conferences, and I got to ask John Cooper a question.
right?
So my one question that I had is, it seems like every year there's always one game that we can circle on our schedule that starts our playoff mindset.
Yeah.
Typically every year it's the road game
That's what it
against
is.
Boston. It's the
Yeah.
road trip. It's
That
every year.
that February, mid-February, early March game against Boston.
It's Carolina, Philly, Boston.
Yep.
It's every
That's
year we do the
yep.
same 3
Yep.
games.
Right around
Do
the
you
end of
feel-
February, beginning of March. Yep.
Do you feel like that is it, or do you feel like we've started that playoff mindset? He's like, we did a lot of good things against Philadelphia,
Right.
but we didn't get the result. And mind you, this was a few years ago. He's like, we did a lot of really good things against Philadelphia, but you saw all of that transform into when we played in Boston and ended up killing Boston. It was like 4-1 that year.
Right.
And look at what we did this year.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. Philadelphia, you lose in shootout. A point is a point. We did a lot of great things in that game. We couldn't get
That's
the
torch though. That's the torch effect also.
And
I will
then-
say that 100%.
and
Torch
then we
is
go
a
out
different
against
animal.
Boston,
Yeah.
and we murdered Boston.
Yeah. That
And
to
I
me,
felt like
when
that
we talk
game-
about a loss after going on a long win streak and then having a few losses in a row, and then come back and murdering a team like Boston, to me, that win streak matters. The loss streak doesn't. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we had a talk with Eric Harrelson on the show,
Yeah.
and he said when you get to have those win streaks, you have that mentality that you can't be beat.
right.
So then once you get beat, then you tend to lose a couple because now you're
Yeah.
like coming
So,
back
yeah.
down from cloud nine.
Oh, you
And-
know me. I'll argue with basically anyone on the internet except for Double E. There's 2 people on the internet I won't argue.
very scary. Oh.
There's 2 people I won't argue with. Jay Retcher and Double E. Double E because he knows, and Jay Retcher because he lets everybody else.
Got a chance
Give
here.
him,
Got a little
right?
chance here. A little bit of space here for Cooch.
Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful right here. This one want to see.
Bad
Jumps
pass.
on
A good stick, a good defensive stick on the back check. Good back check there.
There you go, Perbs. Perbix, we're checking is a pleasure. I saw someone had a comment bringing Geeky or Duke up to replace Jurgensen. I'm not gonna assume too quickly on that.
Yeah.
Connor Geeky has been playing very well recently in Syracuse. He will be brought up for the playoffs. I said it.
Yeah.
I said it a long time ago, and Stash knows this. I talk about this very often. Connor Geeky, he wasn't ready. I said that from the beginning of the season. It was he needed a season in AHL to get used to the speed of a little bit more pro. Dylan Duke. Yeah, Dylan Duke. He's close. Jack Finley, he had a great game against Boston. We got murdered against Boston that game. But I go.
By the way, Gergensen's is back.
Yeah.
There you go. So this conversation is for nothing.
I would say I don't think Jurgensen's is a long-term injury.
Shot. Find it.
Ugh.
Damn.
But what I will say though is, if we want to start talking about those prospects, there are going to be black cases in the playoffs, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're going to be up here on this team. We're going to talk about Duke. We're going to talk about Jurgensen. We're going to talk about even
Edmonds.
Yeah, Edmonds. We're talking about
There's a lot of guys that are going to be called up and ready to go.
The Holtby, a finalist.
the Hobie. Yeah, why am I?
Isaac Howard.
Isaac Howard.
Damn it.
He's going to be here before.
Well, no.
He'll be
won't
here
even be a
before.
black- yeah, he won't be a black ace. As soon
No.
as the NHL or NCAA playoffs are over, he will be on the
Right.
NHL's roster.
So this is my
Yeah.
question. I was going to bring this up when Shooter got back, but my question is, does Howard make the jump right away to the NHL?
Yes. Yes.
Because
Because we had a talk with this about
forth.
Eric
Listen,
Harrelson.
it's fair.
You have
I
to,
understand.
or you're going to lose your rights to him.
No,
Well,
no.
you signed him to it
What-
because he's on
The
ELC.
difference, you're asking, does he play well? Is what you're asking,
No,
right?
so let me rephrase my question.
Because I know what you're saying.
Does
I
he
watched
make-
that show when Double E said the Lightning have lost the rights multiple times in the past to college players. Killorn's the first one that actually went through 4
Right,
years.
yep.
Since then, they've lost 3 players
So I guess-
because of their 3rd year to 4th year.
So my
they
more-
won't let Isaac Howard
My
go
more
into
question
arbitration
is-
or whatever it is,
My
right?
more question is does he go straight to the NHL, or do we see him play a season in the AHL?
He
Sign him.
can't.
No.
He's not old enough yet.
Yeah.
Is he not?
Has to be 23
Yes.
to play in
To
the.
play in the
Yes.
It's the same thing as
Yes.
Sergachev. That's
Right.
why Sergachev
Yeah.
was never sent
Right.
to Syracuse
That's why
because
we
he
were
was too
able-
young. He was either going to have to go back to Windsor or he was going to have to stay
Yeah.
with the team. And
Yeah.
when he left Windsor, he told them, I will not
won't
be
let him go
back.
Yeah.
I'm going to be with this team. And that's going to be the same.
Well-
and Eric said they'll tell him when he signs his contract,
Howard-
you're going to sign an NHL contract. We're going to give you some of the games during the season. No promises of the playoffs, but you're going to get your feet wet.
Howard is
And
going to do
so-
the same thing. And I'm telling you right now, Howard is already the mindset. I've seen it.
Yeah.
The way his mind is for hockey is going to fit perfectly with the Lightning plan.
The top 6.
It's going to be interesting because
Yes.
right now Syracuse is not in the playoffs.
No.
So last year
Which is
we were
weird.
we were
Which is
knocked
so
out
weird
before the
for
Black
the
Aces even
Syracuse,
got
yeah.
to come.
Right.
I guess
So-
the first time since JBB left our AHL affiliate that they're not already a lock and a favorite even
Yeah.
in the playoffs,
Yeah.
right?
Well, and last year was their first time with the new head coach.
Yeah. Well,
So
and obviously our prospect pool is slightly drying up a little bit, but the problem is our
Find
window.
Geeky's been doing good over there.
Geeky
And
is
he'll
finally starting
find
to
his
pick
way
it up.
again. We talked about it. He'll find his way back up to this roster. And we talk about everyone says the Lightning don't have depth. Well, if we don't have depth, then how are we allowed to send Geeky down? If we are so desperate for depth, how do we let a prospect like him go down? I guess we're not that as desperate as people think we are for depth. I guess 6 20-goal scorers isn't the worst thing in the world in the NHL, regardless of which line they play off. I guess 4 30-goal scorers isn't the worst thing in the world, regardless of which line they play on. And I guess the best goalie in the history of the NHL, almost, not yet, but when he's done will be, coming back to his form, is, I guess, overrated, and maybe he's not going to be a Martin Brodeur. Bullshit. That guy's going to be excellent till his 40s as a goalie. You know? Come tell me. Tell me when you think the window is closing or the door is slamming shut for the Lightning. Because with our ownership and our GM and this talent we
Oh,
have,
Vassy.
we're wide
Vassy,
open.
Vassy. Wow.
35 shots now. Man, I feel like I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like that's way too many
Jacob,
shots.
I like Geeky. It's not liked. I like Geeky. He will be back.
No, he will be back.
It's not that like he's gonna be one of those players that's an AHL long-term player. That's not what he's gonna be. He'll be back.
If we were almost any other franchise, Geeky would still be on our roster. That's the point I'm making. People say our depth is shallow, and yet we're able to send a guy like Geeky to the AHL and develop. That is a privilege that most teams don't have. Truly.
Post.
Oh,
We just dinged one off the post.
that was a clanger.
I heard that, even though it's pretty loud in here. That you heard that one. Man, that one hurts. 650.
By the way, Capitals become the first team to clinch a playoff spot tonight.
Washington Capital, and that means the Chicago.
By the way,
have been-
John Cooper gets snubbed once again for Jack Adams Award.
Has he
again.
ever won a Jack
Just
Adams?
again.
No.
Never.
That
no.
is
no.
unreal.
No. Because we've hey, it's almost like the heart. It's almost like the Hart
That was
Trophy,
inside
right?
corner. Bjorkstrand just drilled the inside corner of the left post. Our left post. Goalie's right. It was the
Look
inside
at him
corner.
right now. He's like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?"
I do want to thank everyone for hanging out in the chat with us, keeping us going here, and watching a bunch of us idiots come in and out all night and have fun.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, everyone should just like shame Shooter for giving up on the third period. By the way,
I know. I told him to come over
Yeah.
here halfway through,
Quitter.
and I'd switch out
Big
with
quit.
him.
Who gave up?
he's just over there like somewhat networking, but not really. Just like, meh.
Florida winning. So we talked about it in the first period. We'll talk about it on the podcast now. Man, it really sucks watching Florida win 1-0 in overtime. We only get 1 point to our magic number, and Florida wins. It's just.
That's okay though. Listen, all I gotta say is that if you watch certain pundits on the internet here or there, all they're saying about how Florida was such a juggernaut this season. Florida, blah blah blah, the Panthers, juggernaut, blah blah. Guess what, man? Guess what? We're 1 point away.
Yeah. They're
Right?
human.
Fucking human. Toronto on top of it. Oh, again, the Lightning. We were supposed to fall off this season. Once again, it was much maligned. Everyone just keeps waiting for the Lightning to not be that good.
It's like the meme that says.
And yet here we are on the verge of 40 wins again. Do you know what 40 wins in the hockey season gets you?
A lot of points.
Mostly a playoff berth.
Yeah.
Almost every season you're gonna get a playoff berth with 40 fucking
What
wins,
does
right?
Washington have right now, points wise?
100.
86?
No, 87, 89?
Washington?
Yeah.
I think 89.
I heard you need some testosterone around here.
Oh, I heard that you were a
points.
quitter and you decided
They
I'm
got
just gonna
their
mail it
100
in for the
point
third
tonight.
period.
Shooter.
It's nice just watching the game.
Isn't it?
Shooter has
I'm not
come
gonna tell you
back.
about
He
it
is.
for
Come over here.
You're gonna
You can
want
see
to quit.
Shooter. He's slowly making his way in the camera over there. You want center?
Shooter. I mean, Washington has their 100th point tonight.
Wow, 100.
100. That's insane.
That's impressive.
All right, I'm gonna refill.
How have we not scored?
I don't know. That's
Unfreaking real,
insane.
man.
That's
Unfreaking
insane.
real.
That's insane. Maybe get a little killer back on here and he'll like change. No, never mind. Never mind. We'll lose.
No. Just the two of us now, just for a temporary amount of time. Yeah, no, we've had a couple people in chat coming in and out, and talking with us. Yeah, they've been keeping the chat. Sandra, Jacob, they've been commenting. Yeah, Jacob, love Coop. He's always been screwed out of it. We're talking about him not getting a Jack Adams award. How in the world has he not gotten a Jack Adams yet? Has he even been a finalist?
And he never will.
Yeah.
He probably never will.
Which is unreal.
Jeez.
That took a lot of
Oh, here we go.
deflection.
Here we go. Ah, just out of reach.
Icing.
Oh, he waved it
No.
off.
Wow.
That's a wild
Thank
wave
you.
off. That was definitely icing.
Thank you. That's what I'm going to say to that one. Oh, really?
All right. It's definitely the tale of two games, right? Because about halfway through the second, it definitely turned.
I want to know what Casey dismissed goals saved above expected was tonight.
It's got to be incredibly
It's
high.
got to be high.
Incredibly high.
He's got to have one of the top.
Yeah.
One of the top ones.
But hey, speaking of which, let's go back to Vasi this season. Everybody's talking about how
Trade him.
last
Trade him.
season, can we get value for this guy? Can we get something for this guy who is clearly washed? Do we have? We only have one laptop on this table, which I think is maybe an oversight, but whatever. I'm not here to judge. But do we have stats on Vasi right now? Because he's in the top
He's
3 of every fucking
stand
category
by.
right now.
I'll do it.
100%. I only know this because I saw it today. I don't have the actual numbers, but I did watch today and saw Vasi is in top 3 or top 5 in every fucking category.
Vasilevsky is the third lowest goals allowed average at a 2.44.
Boom.
Below him is Connor Hellebuck, which is going to be your Vezina this
Yep,
year.
which is bullshit.
No, come on. He's had
No,
an unreal
Vasi,
year.
he won it last year.
Yeah, but he's having
Vassy
another great
just threw
year.
this year. Whatever.
And then Vasilevsky has the second highest save percentage at a .920.
But how did he start is my question. Hellebuyck has been fantastic all season.
So
Vassy started like ass.
Vassy,
Like ass. Straight ass.
So there's a website. I wish I was able to do a
He
little
went
bit
from
more
an
on here.
880, something like an 880 save percentage to a 920 save percentage.
Let me see if
In
Quadrant
the
Hockey works on my
same
phone.
season. That is unprecedented. No goalie has ever gone from a sub 9 save percentage to a plus 9.2 save percentage in the same season. Pro Dirt didn't do it.
There's a website that I'm looking for.
I
There
know.
it is.
That's where I got that information from.
I don't know if anybody's used. It's called Quaint Hockey, QUANT.
Yeah.
I use this for everything. It is the greatest thing ever.
Well, it's no cap space, but whatever.
Well,
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm
standings,
so mad.
record, draft, players.
All right.
Right there, Hagel.
Man, this game has definitely changed, hasn't it? Because the Lightning were definitely dominating early on. And the Dallas Stars have responded halfway through the second period for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know if it's Dallas has responded, but I think they finally. I mean, both of their goals have been 2 bounces.
Well, I mean, that's going to happen. You know?
Trying to pull up. This is a little tough on my phone.
But then the way I would say they responded is the Lightning haven't had any offense since then. You know? Did they get 2 bounces? Sure, but the Lightning haven't really had any dangerous chances since those 2 goals. So
35 shots somehow.
No, again, hey, shooter, you know how I feel about too many Lightning shots, okay? 32 is the most they ever need in a win. If they get over that, it makes me nervous. I don't like the Lightning shooting more than right here.
So I will do the last 20 games because that's the only thing that's going to work on my phone. And then we're going to do goals allowed average, which is not going to work.
Oh, Jakey. Jake's just a little off today.
So Andre Vasilevsky in his last 20 games has a 2 goals allowed average.
Yeah, that's
2.
insane. That's insane. Insane.
I'm trying to find. I'm still scrolling. Connor Hellebuyck has a 1.98.
Yeah. Yeah,
God, that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. Connor Hellebuyck
Exactly.
has had a hell of a season.
Yeah, but they've been that good all season long.
Right.
The Lightning were trash for a month and a half to start the season. Yeah. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. The first 6 weeks of the hockey season, the Lightning were fucking trash. Period.
Yeah.
Top to bottom. Goalie, blue line, forwards, they couldn't get their shit together. We all thought, oh, we're going to miss the playoffs, didn't we?
You remember we were talking at the second intermission saying next goal scorer is going to win this game?
It's definitely going to win this game. I thought there'd be a couple more, but...
No. It's just...
Casey DeSmith has started to stand on his head.
Well... I still feel that the Lightning are slightly predictable.
Yeah.
When they get to 35 plus shots, that's when I'm like, oh, they're getting predictable. Okay? And I get it. We know in the Lightning fan group, what was the number one thing we say in the Lightning fan group? Shoot. Shoot. Stop passing. But
should we be yelling, stop shooting?
No, it's a fine line, and I know it. My wife is going to be mad at me every time. I'm like, there's a fine line, okay? And I tell her that all the time, okay? Fine line between pleasure and pain. It's a fine line between pleasure and pain. And I will say this, in the history of me watching the Lightning games, when they hit 28 shots on goal, that's their sweet spot. Just below 30, that's their sweet spot. That's where I feel like they're filling the game, they're running around the right way, they're getting opportunities.
Find it.
When they go over 32, then I feel desperation.
Cross in a shot.
Yes.
Just on, please.
We're starting to get desperation. Right? And if they're under 30, then they're not shooting enough and they're passing too much. You know?
I think
1 minute remaining.
Both
less
teams.
than 25.
I'll be honest.
We're going to it.
I'll be honest. At this point,
Yep.
a point is a point.
Well, we need it. Well, yeah, 1 point is perfect.
I think both
We need
teams.
2.
They might as well just hold the
But we
puck
have enough-
here.
There's still enough games left in the season for us to find that number 1 seed.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm not worried about that just yet.
I haven't been ever until this season. Something about this season makes me feel like we need that top
Florida and Toronto.
Something
are
about it, yes.
heavyweights.
Because there's what more parity? There's the West Central.
See, thank you.
Cover.
We're watching West Central, Winnipeg and Dallas, and then the Atlantic East. That's it. Those are the 2 best divisions in hockey, right?
Oh no! 4
They
seconds.
might pull a goalie here. 4 seconds. It's too
No
much.
way.
Too much.
No way. Not tied. Gensel. He's good. Gensel. So hot.
Something you want to tell us? Just a rundown since I haven't been back since. Toronto Maple Leafs beat the New York Rangers today 4-3.
Shit.
Florida Panthers won in overtime, 1-0 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. So
So we have to win this. To
everything that
Oh no!
So we can't even. So we'll still be 2
McDonough
points
just took
behind
a
no
puck
matter
off
what.
the face.
McDonough just took one off the face. I got ice.
Oh shit!
That's all good. That's Big Mac. That's all right. He'll be good.
He's going straight to the locker room.
No, he'll be good. Not tonight, clearly. We're gonna lose it for the last whatever.
Oh,
Off the
right
ear.
in the ear.
That hurts.
The ear. Oh.
That hurts.
That
hurts.
That's all the pain.
2.5 seconds remaining.
We're going to
This is-
shootout. I mean overtime.
You just want to go straight to the shootout?
Yeah, I don't know.
Against this goalie, nothing.
Honestly,
Well, calm down. The way this game has been played, I'm going to predict we're going to shootout.
hey, they've already. FanDuel's already said it's overtime. Oh, there it goes.
How they added 2.5?
Yeah.
It was 0.1 and then they
Yeah.
added 2.5.
Yeah. Listen. Listen.
I don't know why they added that
Not
time
everyone
back.
loves all the coaches that we have on our bench.
All right.
But my favorite thing is the way Coop has built that bench.
All right, we got a point.
Point's a point.
I love the way
I hate
Cooch-
saying in this game I want 2 of them, but a point is a point.
I love the way Coop has built his bench. That's the thing that Coop doesn't get enough credit for, is his assistant coaches and the guys on the bench with him. I don't think he gets enough credit for that. Jeff Halpern was one of my favorite players growing up, and the fact that he is our special teams coach, and the fact that we have consistently one of the top penalty kills and power plays is one of the most underrated aspects of our team.
I go back and forth.
Halpy is my guy.
He's had a really good year, a really good team, but there's been a couple of hires that he's had that like.
I agree. No, you do it. Whatever.
All right.
Fill that puppy up for OT.
Go.
That OT beer. Yeah, am I on for OT?
No, you gotta go.
Oh, yeah. No. Hey.
Show's over. We didn't promise overtime.
All right, I want to thank everyone for coming out. Thank you so much. Remember, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and we will see everyone.
The one note I would say is like we should have headphones so we could hear each other a little bit better.
That's the first thing that we
Well, I
said.
wasn't expecting it to be so
Apparently,
loud.
you're not
No,
allowed
it's
to be on the
fair.
podcast anymore.
This fucking camera. I think.
No. Hey, listen. I decided today that we don't have a bad guy in Tampa Bay right now.
A bad guy?
We don't have a bad guy. We don't.
A bad player?
No, I mean sports guy. We don't have the bad guy in Tampa Bay just being like.
Oh, I call people out all the time. Well, I love doing that. Oh, I call people.
You're the sweetest bad guy I've ever met in my life. Okay. That's all I'm saying. You're the sweetest bad guy.
All right, Sandra.
You know,
Sandra
people love
asking.
to
Hang
hate
on.
me, though.
Before we start, Sandra asking in the chat. Game-winning goal score.
Yanni
It's gonna
Gord.
be Gensel.
Yanni Gord.
That's Gensel.
Gensel.
That's Gensel.
I'm gonna take Victor Hedman.
The way I like it.
I'm gonna
I
go
like
with the
it.
defenseman. I'm gonna go with the clapper.
I
A realistic
probably
one?
should have picked a player who's going to see more than 20 seconds ice time.
I think honestly, one of your goal
You
scores.
think it's Gord? You think Gord's gonna go to last time?
Sorry if that was loud, everybody. I forgot I got a microphone in front of me.
Won the face-off.
That's so big.
All right.
It's huge. It's so big.
Huge.
So excited. We won the first face-off.
All right, here we go. Stretch pass already.
Where's the trailer?
Hedman is sad. Wow. I'm not gonna lie.
Skate.
Bassie's got it.
I'm slightly worried about Hedman. I've never said that in my entire life, but I'm slightly worried.
We gotta go.
Oh, nice pass.
Takes. All the way.
Yeah,
Bagel is a special bagel.
Moser is your second defenseman.
I love Moser
Comes
so
Cooch.
much, dude.
Cycle it again.
Cooch.
Again.
Do it again. Oh, I love it. That's insane. He almost got the puck back after that.
How long did he
How
went
insane is it? He almost got the puck back after the backhand shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Went back over and almost got rid of it, and they still didn't
Yeah.
blow the damn
He
whistle.
just
weird.
literally ran circles
What?
and almost got
Covers
it back.
left.
Look how close he was to getting it back. He was so close to getting it back, dude.
Lilleberg could potentially be. I think we're talking about like sports broadcasters, like calling people out and stuff like that. Isn't that what you're talking about?
No, me. I'm the bad guy. Yeah, I'm Razor Ramon. Lilleberg, how is Lilleberg?
Party foul.
Damn Diet Coke.
What just happened?
He just spilled his Diet Coke.
Shooter pulled the stash. It's so fine.
Shooter
It's
spilled
fine.
the stash.
It's
That's
just
fine.
ice.
Oh, we gotta skate.
No, I don't understand why there's so much hate on Lilleberg and Perbix this season.
We already talked about that.
They're so young.
We already talked about it.
I wasn't here, so I'm sorry.
I had my soapbox in
I'm
the first
sorry.
period.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't here to
We
say
covered that in depth.
that young players who have only played 250 hockey games as blue liners should not be vilified. That's all I'm saying.
Shooter gave me my soapbox, and I'm happy for that because I've needed to get that out for a long time now.
Well,
Islanders won 4-3.
I'm not gonna hold on to past bullshit. I'm not gonna hold on to past bullshit. I'm gonna say that. I'm a bigger man.
Dang, a lot of overtime games tonight.
Yeah, a lot of important overtime games tonight. Columbus, Florida,
Come on, get that puck back.
2:54 and counting on the clock. If you're still with us,
Hey, if you guys like hot sauce and you also like hockey, go to YouTube and check out Trial by Fire. I'm just saying.
Nice block.
I was about to say, remember that Robo guy that we were talking about earlier?
Oh yeah, he's so fucking good.
That was a hell of a shot.
He's still really fucking good. And if you like hot sauce, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
I'm kidding.
Hey, Skensel and Gord.
Yeah,
I can't do this. I
All right,
can't do
look,
the
look,
perfect
look.
save. You guys are
Relax. Everyone relax. Everybody relax.
wow.
Never mind.
200 games for a defenseman. He needs time. Give him space. Shit. No, he doesn't suck. He's young. Defensemen are young. They need 200 and 300 games to get it.
Yeah.
And he's not even 200. So if you want to talk shit, let's talk about it.
Ooh. Easy.
This is why I quit. This is why I quit the show. This is why.
Shoot it.
Shoot it.
What about Hagel getting tackled?
The most fucking. I know the game, but I'm not gonna give him the space for it. Cool.
Look at Hagel get tackled. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there.
I love, dude, that's my favorite fucking guy right there. 38 and 59. Who is your favorite players right now on the Lightning? Because those are my two guys, Gensel and Hagel.
Bill Lilleberg and Nick Perbix.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Dude,
They do what they need to do for me.
thank you for giving that guy love, man.
So we talked about it earlier on the show, and I'll say what I said. We're able to have the offensive core that we have because we don't pay all of our defensemen a lot of money. We don't have
Crozier is on the pipeline. People are undervaluing Crozier. That guy is ready to come up.
Crozier,
you know what I mean?
We have a lot of guys down there that are ready to go.
And because people undervalue this team because we trade our draft picks, but
there you go.
We have the best draft
What's the time?
team.
It's Chevy. I don't care about Chevy. I
shit.
want to know what the clock is.
112.
Ooh. Hedman almost snuck that one in.
I just can't stand the hate.
Hey,
Listen.
Paul, how much time is left? I was too early. Hey, Paul, how much time is left? 1 minute remaining in overtime.
I have always been the eternal optimist. I really have with this team and this fan base. But y'all are gonna turn me into a villain, and I'm gonna embrace the shit out of it because we don't have a villain in Tampa Bay right now.
That's true.
And I'll do it.
What's the guy on ESPN? Mad Mal.
Yeah, we don't have a
today,
Stephen A.
Mad Mal?
Smith in Tampa Bay. We don't have a Skip Bayless in Tampa Bay. You don't like me anyways. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Oh, I thought Cooch got there. So you remember when Stash was talking about shootout and stuff like that? I don't like this. Honestly, Kucherov is back tonight, though, so shootout is not the end of the world.
Listen, this team, I have zero worries about this team. This is a playoff team right here. This is a playoff team.
3, 2, 1. All right. Shootout,
This
baby.
is a playoff team. I'm going to say this right now. This is a playoff team. This is a team that's going to go deep. Regular season games at this time.
Could be a Stanley Cup final preview.
We're a top 8. We are a
draw.
top 8 team right now. And I will say this. Every single season, the top 8 teams going into playoffs always have an opportunity to win, right? 100%.
And
We're right there in the Atlantic.
The Philadelphia game was JoJo in net,
Think
right?
about-
For the
think about
shootout,
how
that
we
was
started this
JoJo,
season.
right?
Yeah.
Think about how we started this season.
That's why we kicked Schooley out.
Oh, Michael Sachs. I remember this guy. I was still on the show when he won. I remember this show.
What,
I remember this.
what did you win?
I think it was like a shirt or it was swag.
Where's that motherfucker?
Hey, Michael Sachs, are you here?
Where did he go?
Once again, hey, you choose who you get on this show. Kidding.
All right. You're going to see...
All right.
Who are your guys? Kucherov, obviously.
Oh, this is
Braden
the worst.
Point.
This is the worst. I need a bathroom break so bad right now.
Hey, that Robo guy, right? He's no good.
No, he's
no good.
terrible.
He's terrible.
He didn't even make the fucking the Four Nations face-off, which is insane to me.
Dallas
Right?
Stars are going to be your first shooter, going to our right to left. Jason Robertson is going to be their first goal scorer. Forehand going to Vasi's right. Forehand, backhand, shoots. 5-hole. 5-hole and
Blocker side.
Vasi.
Blocker.
Was it
Blocker
5-hole
side.
or blocker?
His blocker side. It might have been 5-0, but it's blocker side. Yeah, he got a 5-0, but it was blocker side. Yeah.
Going from his blocker side.
Yep.
Vasi very rarely gets beat
That's
block,
his-
or gets
yeah.
very, very rarely beat.
Yep.
He wanted that one back.
He definitely did.
Gensel. Yeah, he wants
Here we
that
go,
one back.
Shaky though. Here's Shaky. My guy.
Going from dismiss right, shoots.
Yes! Yes!
It's all tied up.
Cold-blooded.
Nice job.
You guys don't remember that. That was an old school call from March Madness about 10 years ago.
Matt Duchesne going right up the middle, shot.
Oh my God, Vasi!
5-hole again.
What the shit, Vasi?
Wow. 5-hole.
Fucking
once
Duchesne beat
again.
Vasi. I can't believe Duchesne beat Vasi. That's the worst name in hockey.
Duchesne.
Duchesne. No, it's Duchesne.
Is it?
I don't care how he says it.
Braden Point with speed up the center, left, right, left, right.
No.
Got a blocker out there.
No, I was weak. Weak as hell.
He always goes through his speed.
He's so weak. I don't know. Why did you guys go?
He should have
Five
shot
hole.
it.
5 hole was there. Did we see it? 5 hole was there, right? We saw it. 5 hole was there.
He had
He
blocker.
took the extra D.
He had blocker side too.
Wyatt
took the extra
Johnson,
D.
the kid of Dallas, going from Bassie's left to right and shot.
Yes,
Missed.
Bassie's there.
Bassie extends
We're still
it.
there.
This should be Nikita
Lightning is still
Kucherov.
there. Give it to Hetty. Who do you call? Who do you call right now? Hetty?
Ghostbusters. Kucherov.
Oh, you think it's Cooch?
Hey, Kucherov, no doubt in my mind.
It's gonna be
You're not.
Did Hagel shoot yet?
No,
There it
it's
is. You
Kucherov.
nailed it.
It's Kucherov. You're never going out. You're not going against Kucherov. That is the number 3 out of 3 times.
I thought he waited too long.
No,
Right.
that dude
That's
has
why
a
you should watch
twisted
Six of Fire. That's why you should watch Back Bandana. Tate knows.
Miko Rantanen, the new
my
guy,
God.
the new guy in Dallas. Shot.
Yeah!
Very easy. Very, very, very easy. This might be Brandon Hagel.
There we go.
Brandon Hagel or Victor Hedman would be my assumption.
I want it to be Yanni. I want
or-
Yanni. Yanni.
Who did we do the other night? Gabe Gonsalves.
Oh, thank God.
They're gonna put the kid in here. He did one earlier.
He's gonna finish it.
That is the final score. Gabe Gonsalves getting the winner, going Blocker's side on Casey DeSmith, finishing the game. Your Tampa Bay Lightning 3, the Dallas Stars suck 2.
Hey, if you don't watch Black Bandana, you gotta watch Black Bandana now because they just called
Back to back.
back to back. Back to back.
Because he
Black Attack.
they gave Gonsalves.
Hey.
It wasn't Philadelphia. It was the game before.
This guy lives it. This guy lives it. Okay, this guy lives
it. It was the game before Philadelphia.
We love it. He lives it.
Yeah.
I will say that.
They gave Gonsalves that. So, big game though for the boys. So, quick. You want to do a quick post game? Quick post game rundown.
Hey,
So,
any chance I get to produce your show, I will do it for you.
for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
So, obviously, big game coming down there at the end. I'll kind of do a quick rundown of everything. We got people kind of coming in.
We gotta get out of here. They're closing.
Oh, they're closing?
Yes, 6 minutes.
It's time to go. So, I'm gonna hand
You
it
ain't
back
gotta
over
go
to this
home,
guy.
but you need to get the fuck up out of here. 'Cause they are closed.
Time.
Michael Sachs has a bone to pick with you.
What was that?
You didn't send him something 3 years ago. All right, yeah, we got to sign off. Bolts win. Great
3-2. Big game. That's a very big game. So, thank you so much for having me, sir. What the hell is time?
Hey, listen.
Big win.
Big
All right,
win.
how do we sign out of here?
I'll show you.
Don't forget to join us Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll be
We've
back
done
Wednesday.
30,
See ya.
26 episodes so far. Well, so we have